Anopa is a wujidi pa yes a cherry and ponyan cropon basa cronatia wakanyina. Why you were free or how name potremu diano pay and yet becoming where not yenina young fire not far face. Young fan not yasifunya and cropon and who you and the butcher funi young fan danasi. Anopa ni penina Monfa was upon to a yijum Emma young cropon. Won't come for the ding, won't come for the nimunyam. Monso young cropon, sir. One son of you, my young one, now 2 minutes so as you could see, sir. But time for this rubber coto when new Obiara was a see so coto. What to jump the camp for? To jump the camp for ding. And I pay moment I mention your trading upon your cropon. Yes, and my dear, why you will nip a move. That's a kiss on your catch. Netu minti odi hini da na ode na ninso so ehwe amanso ama edom ensori ntia no anopa ni ofata seda no ofata yeye no ono ne yenjefo yegwan kobia ne abandon den no boso ni asase bomu ni panyina bom no mienu na anopa yi nso wotimi asori kro mu de na woye okrati asefo wani baby atumi nya bido anopa nipa bi nyaya nka wonka ye na yete asase so nipa bi nyaya nka wo sori nka wontumi sori nipa bi nyaya enka wo wadwodwo dampam na nso anopa ye derade asese empo boye mero ye nyina mu no oda so boye ho ban na wo hye yen dene na no pen so yetimi asode free yen kete so bepiem dwumadi so a ne akanyane se erade ye dawase ni wuji ye jefo kase ne wo Yesu Kristo Yesu ni oye aropai ni awoye maye na wotwe awie ye mu no nipa bi antimi nya bida Kaya di ye omo ye hia ye enso hwe ba ye nso nyina no pe wa ye free so de se da wase na no pe 4 minutes exactly after 7 is Monday, a cozy Monday. We had a very torrential rainfall weekend. And out of that, no, at Renche Bebre, Monfo Nyapadia, Nipapi, no Nyapadia, a Kemu, and so a big Gugu, Kumasi Credremu. Now, so we'll be out here. Or how to a man for one crying and neighbor who do a piece or no, would there be untold? And now I won't Fabi ni Fabi, I won't have Fabi Nim, dear, I won't you. When you say, you're doing for young cropon, the humor bruntia. We are not happy and celebrating the loss of properties. But the best so amount for Frosso, Nimcrofu Frosso, say, be unto what? When I do one year, I was so we are intentional about your Thanksgiving because Yana asked a thing. And I will delve deeper into all those atrocious acts, of course. As a result of those torrential rainfalls, of course, over the weekend. During Crawford dying, Crawford shop see good, Nipa be from one Crawford cars and Crawford dying. You better won't come on. Eti Anopa coming where na Mindy Jmedia Chiame come and farm said that damn you don't know. So break up himself no to be back and the weather update every rati kwaso ye na fe ye wramudi encourage ye futu somebody and kind some so they pay also. Anopa safety time ya de be bro. About for Babetna say na yahwe ko wakrata ne mu nsama hodo ansantro kurucha guani na yatete ani kakra de amount. Na fe ye din komo kakra. Did the pay you say, Yakona what we anymore, no, and Tiabi by say emergency and accident. Accident and emergency unit of the Kolebu Teaching Hospital. And Krata by say intimini percent say Honomoya your man in Sembe Brave. Krata tin see or Honomoya so cause suspension. You know, so we a doctor for sit there be. Ya penno dia ni mo suspending there yes suspend your juma. En komo akoso enkomodie atimi akoso. Na ye hwe ni musa no pe be di hu komo kakra. There were fake reports of ministerial reshuffle and it's been debunked as fake. But you bet you kakra. A few award ceremonies because over the weekend. people are asking, say, really, is that what we need as a country? Come on. And come on, the adults be brave. In fact, any that na a year didi, what's sorry, and never cause you better won't come on. I want to answer Pajime DS. You're from Ikufia Takwanya Metia say. Now, can you say we are live on Facebook? Can see Tony Gates or no? And our day to Facebook, no so live, and our fans of YouTube, no so at Pent Radio 100.1 megahertz. Now, you demusa kopem say no do bebo.
That was hallelujah.
Yeah, Shakwan Sarah, they better me and no boy. Now, my dear, dear boy, and see in Channel Place, why I can't so near Benant. And I was so we are cardon so say Uber D and Nimu. Not yen and I wear a empire say, yes, sorry, I'm not pie, you must. My dear, and dim boy, not NC and ye. I down my AC and cray. Now, what you so, yeah, Shakwan Sarah, they be man see and ye. Oh, my brother, yes, Christo.
What's up, Miss Obama? And in a summer, sorry, yes, you kiss the outcomes. I mean, about any mirror. One of the other two one is any pass. With the Matthew, and it us. When you baby up to me, every day. I want Chama can you know, mammy. I will be watching in every episode. It was you. I'm bringing up. About Chama can you know, mammy. I will be watching in every episode. It was you. Tito do Mancume. Ni Jesus Christ. That's when you are. When you baby up to me, you be there. I don't want your macanina. I will be watching.
All right, in a bit, Yabeko Ratiku Asoye na Yakoji, the weather update for Monday, 8th June 2026. Now, before that, Anopa, let us pray.
Sorry, I'm not pay. Me de me ho shawansa. Me di free me fi benina. Nina shawansa. Se me di dio, se me numo. Nina shawansa. Ma di nina. Ma di nina ni mwamio. Ma di nina ni mwamio. Me swaza ma di nina ni mwamio. Me want to see me shabrain in a shawansa, many in a dauzo. My free moon, me fibamu, Nina shawanso, Martin.
All right, internal pay near Shakwan is Sardine, and I be your boy, and I see in Yen to America, Yanko Ratiko Australia. It's 11 minutes after 7. Ratiko Patrol, good morning.
Good morning.
Good Patrol, and Pump to say.
Onyanko Pantom,
that's Papa. Last week, you gave us a sermon and prophesied said we would have heavy rainfalls during the weekend, especially on Saturday. It did happen. You run now to Furumu, or Mount through. Hey, you see a toy nano, women done the question idea, and then a big go on a tear for a card. If I see who study and a woman sem, a bisiaco.
My prophecy, and I'm the Titan. Mamenchia Etioponiana, and Amenchia Diama, Inchiripuaso, Pentecost, Neniaba Lenda, Prim, Mamenchiano on the 20th, Diama, document in our Chiripuaso. Yeah, can is a nano pay, we might say, student, who yes. Nina Mono, and Yamia do all my bones, a picture to take a crack. In a spare Dubaco Bremono, and so no, a Yanobe Pica crack. Such as a Akiti, a Mononcumuno. Now, so, and then one, yeah, can say, a best no, no, Sam Bremono, so no bedroom has. As I say, bed 2 o'clock or no. I chance one crying, and then put along the coast. Now, Pejano, one, just say, most part of Ashanti region and then Kumasi, and so Ebenya in Sudi. And I make us a name Kumasi, bro, Nena Hafunino, expect to say, almost Benya, and then so, and I make us say, now change so, that be our your program, piano. Now this is some account, as I said, a bad experiencing. Now 3 years, you're crying, and son, and 9, and I want to be my. Then we drew her, you had the best 2 times.
Okay, right, take one pay that's papa, and I'm on the bar with the average. I mean, one show, and have a great start of the week. Ratiko.
Anopa
All right, the Ratiko, and then I tell you, what you bread and Opebia, we musha, we see Kemo, Kona Juma. As a store, what you mean, any young Edin, come on to know what try and then show what's a better too. What tree was it, young fans to summon so and Kai and Shani and you made you. And if one so, I want to watch you be now, which more. And Namakumako and 9 days. In you. But the Beba Biano Sono is a Caribbean bar, as usual, over the bed bread. Let's keep our fingers crossed and keep monitoring the weather updates. 13 minutes exactly after 7. I don't pay Yanja bread, not Yemfa Yung. Crash us some your foot to somebody and Kayan says. Yemfa Embro, na ye repair yet the American 10 Tayakoji Yan. Safety message. Our safety time. So now, and we'll have an announcement for you this morning. But in the meantime, so we'll read through. Yes, some Yamibia or my dear Dibuana area in ye. Numa young one. David the Kai War and Yum Educiencia and King Kansombi and Son. David said, Monsieur Young Cropon said, on San Numa young one. Would 2 men so suko, sister, what time for this rocoto and Radin Sanu Numana young one. And the 2 men as well. At a town for my what this Roni who ever could radiant. Radin need 2 minutes or din da. Radia he no and yet time. Na enya tempera a permanent. It's infinite. It was ni 2 minutes or din da. Na ordinary so sha a mind so mind is so man kron Ghana. A mind is so nipeduano your mind nyankropon din ni. Sa eniema kese ne de chance so na twedi ampo nyankropon otimi eya. Me ba si ane abowrem ye de ho ahye twedi ampo nyankropon nsa na no pen so yetimi akaika ye ho na yetu ye ho fo na wotwe foforo yin so no yetimi ahye ye ho nkran ebra ye wura e ka ne se na wotwe mu e de akona nimu yin.
Me di dom yanim, ya den. Samu yeni mujekwan Ewi ebi abo Amba di pochi ya dani eja Wie masisa Semoni mwa Dio timi yebi nono
Abane sona tadiam Onyaya resai Ose David Bay home mabo Not in the knee Ose pasa onigu hayachi Ochia patakwa Sawuni mwa Nyotimi ebin nono ate
Ebin nono Ebin nono Ebin nono Ebin nono Ebin nono Ebin nono Ebin nono
Nyotimi
Ni mudi obiedie die na wodi tu ono ene ono na wodi kan hone me trese kwajodia ono na wadani trene di trene semoni mwa no to me e binono papa no oh yeah then I nina obi ase wa pro yesu nko ase wada Enyampa, Wanyanido, Semoniwa, no Timmy Ebinono, 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 no Timmy,
Indeed, this is the ABC of God's awesomeness. The Chedia Ponya Kropon, 8 me and Yen Papa Alexa Champong and Yen Mami Diana Hamilton, Omodia Yen Kama 19 minutes exactly after 7. A brass one of pay, Menu Mia Jeffu to near Jin Kayen. Not your Jim Crunch, Sebene, Anope. Now, Anope, yeah, fire 703, Psalm 37, verse 7. Na ekoma obi biara
Why me hinkasia
ene waye dwuma wo ye nia wo ye bia in fact na wo twetwe mu pon homodem pa nso wanse dan hu so anopa mi se waye nia wo betimi bia digusu a wo ye but you see sometimes in your pursuit for success and happiness, you may chance upon people what dream no unim dia ekosro chen wom unsusuye mu no like umu du chen wom nanso omu di yie hwe ma menka enye nipa wodi yie bia na nyankopon kira wo no obonsam so timi kira aha to bu ho no wodi yie pa ebeya wo se nyame na kira no eso na obonsam no onya san kira no ibi do nya kira pa esansa de efiri bonsam ho bia nya papa eti anopa mi ka wasembi Psalm 37 verse 7 asembi wo ho ede anopa no na edi ye nyina so na edi ahye ye hu nkran ahye ye hu de kai ye hu se ye agidifo nko a de tie biara no we will encounter people who are doing well, but you see Safo no omo ye yie anaso medi kan anaso bu kra dibre bi no don't overly think so okay ebia nyankopon na ehira wo ana nyankopon agya wo no people may have riches but their source of riches will not be from God. Eti uti wo munyina muti brono so munyina muti fie ba kumu uti musa de pia wo kwasori akomche wo ye bi wo borade mpa ye ano pesa fo no amote sa no se mani ya bre wo mo a uno muti fie uno mo adwu uno mo asoro da uno mo brono so uno mo kosuku a asadema epeke ma wo me ma wani mbre wo de biara da and there was 7 was Psalm 37 verse 7 na anopa enu ti masan bo nwumi de ma wo se ne yakopon tumi ye no edoso dodo enu ti memma woni embre de hia ne se obesi abotare anopa yankin kan Psalm 37 verse 7 tiawa na meka no nso tiawa na obi biara wowura situation bi mu no ɛyɛ ne sɛ situation ya wo mu die da bɛn na mɛfiri saa situation mu da bɛn na mɛfiri mu anope wasɛm no ɛwɔ Psalm 37 verse 7 mɛsɛ meka ne tiawa it is self-explanatory so I wouldn't go even deeper into it anope mekasa kyerɛ ogyidini bi a deɛ Awurade ahyɛw ne Awurade asew sɛ yɛ no woyɛ Awurade sɛ twe ho firi bɔne akwan ho watwe ho afiri ho Awurade sɛ adeɛ nyinaa mu no yɛmfa n'ase ma no yes you're doing it yes wonsa aka adwuma woyɛ you are working wonso ebia na wonso wonya nya adwuma nyɛyɛ but wohunu sɛ wonyonku bi a na wone ne kɔ nakra na ɛnɛyi no wafiri na ho kyerɛ mu awura baabi ama ɛnɛyi no asɛ wayɛ ɔdefoɔ na woyɛ kristoni na wonim sɛ woyɛ wototo nneɛma yie no wanhwɛ yi a ɛbɛyɛ wo ya kakra and you would want to question God wanhwɛ yi a you will be impatient you would want to go to the person and ask hey me nua na ba ne sɛn na wɔyɛ yie anɔpɛ yi ɛnwom aduasa nson ne kenka nson no wɔsɛ to bo ase na twɛn nea Awurade bɛyɛ anɔpɛ me nua wotie me to bo ase na twɛn nea Awurade bɛyɛ ɔse ɛma obi a odi yiye anaa wɔn a wɔdi nkunim wɔ wɔn bɔne mu no asɛm ɛnhaw tie Kristo ni gyidini a wotim anɔpɛ yi tie ne yie ɔse to bo ase na wode ɛtwɛn ne Awurade bɛ it means that patience is a virtue it means God there is a God who is ready to help us, ready to take us out from that situation. But all we need is to be patient. Trying. Man pepre ho minua. Oda ne bensi man nda ne bensi. Oti ne manshi man tra ne manshi mu. Tro ne se to bo ase na twen hwen ye nyame beye. Memma obi a odi yie anase wona wodi nkunim wo won boni mu no memma won ho asem ha wo da. Etu hu so obi a ye yie na wo konanim say yes akwedi okora ni mu twika sakese o ko restaurant akese ko didi o se wo hu saafo na waye yie na wodi nkunim won bɔne mu esan se bia na kwa ofa so onya won sika no nya kwampa so enti wodi yie wo bɔne mu wakum nipa ana wodi adi yie wakotwa trato obi so na yama ne position no wakɔ wo ne nuase ana yede ne sisa ma poma bia hɔ no no wakɔ keka nse bia ennimu na ɔde akyerɛ mpanimfo bi ne agye na to mu wafokoti kwanso ana nei waye yie tam tira ne sɛ woyɛ Kristo da sɛ hu saafo na memma wo masɛm ɛnhaw Awurade amfansi wa ɔse eni awerɛho na memma wo bunsu ɛmfu enti sɛ wo hu sɛ wo nua bi wogyidi pɛyɛ sɛ abrante ɛnim adwuma pɔte abɔyɛ enso wadi yie adentina sɛ ɔma wo bufu ho sɛ wo nua na di yie adentina ɛsɛ ma ɔwerɛ ho sɛ wo nua wese wadi kan wadi nkunim adena wo ma ɔwerɛ ho Bible sɛ wɔn a wɔgye Awurade di no benya asase no enti saafo no wɔnyɛ Awurade ndi ana wɔyɛ yie wɔ wɔn bɔne mu wadi kan wɔ wɔn bɔne mu wadi nkunim wɔ wɔn bɔne mu the bɔne it could be anything ebitimi kum nipa sɛ de bɛyɛ a wɔn betimi anya akonya kodie obitimi asɛe nipa sɛ de bɛyɛ a yɛbɛto nsa frɛ wɔn no mom obitimi sɛe nipa sɛ de bɛyɛ a opportunity bi a wɔ hɔ ma oni akono onya na ɔno bɛnya Bible sɛ ma eni awerɛhoɔ ana afɛ sɛ mɛma wo bu ɛmfu na ɛde ɔhaw na ɛbɛbrɛ wo na mmom no sɛ wɔn a wɔgye Awurade di no wɔbɛnya asase no wɔse wɔbɛpam ne bɔneyɛfoɔ no afiri asase no so na edu no yɛ mede wɔse ɛrenkyɛ ne bɔneyɛfoɔ bɛyera wɔn a na wɔsi wo kwan wɔn a na ofii sɛ bia wɔtwitwa wɔn nanti na wɔtumi ahura di kan no Awurade sɛ sɛ ne brɛ no so a saafo no nyinaa wɔbɛyera sɛ wɔbɛwu sɛ wɔbɛtu sɛ wɔbɛyare sɛ wɔbɛfiri akwan mu hɔ ɛno deɛ yɛnhwɛ mu hɔ deɛ ɛhwɛ mu hɔ ne sɛ Awurade se wɔbɛyera na wɔbɛhwehwɛ so wɔn hu wɔn missing in action there will be MIA wɔbɛhwehwɛ so wɔn hu wɔn na emom no yɛn a yɛto yɛn bo ase yɛn a yɛnya abotrɛ yɛn a yɛkɔ so bo Awurade mpaeɛ yɛn a yɛnya gyidi wɔ Awurade mu no yɛn a yɛbrɛ yɛn ho ase no wɔse ahobrɛasefoɔ nsa bɛka asase no na wanya asomdue enta no pay so situation bi mu wo how bi mu wo tebia bi mu na woni asomdue woni how na wumuna na eya wo se nipa bi a wonya won ho wonya gibre bi wo de tiatia wo de tata wo enti woma obu afu ho ama wura ho ho Bible say me ma wura ho da me ma busu mfu da na mom no to bo ase na twen na hwe ne Awurade beye omo madi kan won kunim won boni mu no munyom no monko esan se Awurade da no do a wo se ene boni yafo no obeyira na ye behwe won krampo ye hu won anopa gitum se the topsy-turviness of your situation, if it's being orchestrated by an evil deed, no, sir, these people will leave. We will look for them. We won't find them, and you would have your peace, so that you can enjoy your success. And to them, then you would have your peace to work. You would have your peace to marry. You would have your peace to learn. You would have your peace to travel. And I'll pay when in someone me bro. Psalm 37 verse 7. Yen famboy a boss one no and net drawn to pay. Na yen two one among. Na en shower tiasifo nyankropo ni din kronkron na munyam. Erade ana ye dan no. Na mi gidi pay yes we tie sansem pay wo akoma pamu a. Erade a wosesa hyebre no. Ene boyafo wo ma wo ni yenso enchew da bi. Ebre bi beba wo bayira. Iba showom yenhuom ewo Yesu Kristo diremu. Amen.
He that dwells in the secret place of the Most High, he shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Mesi Yehowa se me gwan kopia ni mabanka sene wo. Oti susu ne tabia Otina Yehowa Nunasi Messi Yehowa se mi banko bia Wuni mabanka sio Minyamia Wuna mi danwo eje Ya oti Susu ne tabia Otina Yehowa
All right, check your time. 30 minutes exactly after serving. And you be doing komoki to ebina answer. No, it's safety time. Yemfa ya shey enkomo ebre na yemfa so over the week. Na nima bebre. We're looking at very insightful conversations about our safety, our well-being, and all of that. But this week, you know, so no, shots, na Yenua Hamida Inusa, or certified of good standing when it comes to safety, health, wellness, and well-being. Or openina odimu na owonim dia kesepa. Hamida Inusa is back on the line for the safety time segment. Tiano payen tumri kantente na yenko Minia Hamida Inusa honomo, our safety officer, to bring us our safety message this morning. Hamida, good morning.
Good morning, Kofi Afome.
Nyamio adumo na unso
Boko.
Yeah, the radio say, weekend in so good pa. I would ask again, area honomoneti saying, are you still safe? And now say, we need to bring you a canoe. We need to bring you a canoe to go to work.
My dear, it's very serious. But thank God, my side and my area, my side, no, it's safe. But some parts of the I'm meeting no after that.
Oh.
This time, the no, and you're gonna
and your best friend now, in your movement, no money a day. Oh, yes, safety officer, I'm sure, say you are applying all the safety protocols to ensure that you remain safe for us. It's a new week, Amida. And per our shadow, we are going to look at hygiene, sanitation, and disease prevention this week, right?
Yes.
Okay. And then today we're starting off with proper hand washing and personal hygiene. Why is this important for our safety?
Right. So, good morning, Kofi, to you and your cherished listeners. And I hope we all practice our safe healthy tips we gave out last week. So, from today onwards, or from this week onwards, as we mentioned, we will be delving a little deeper into some of issues now. Yeah, but also previous week,
Yeah.
and there you see personal hygiene and proper hand washing. How is it important? And I say, why are we talking about it? Kofi Unim say, with even not only safety, it starts from us, right? Personally. If you want to be healthy, if you want to be safe, if anything you want to do, you have to help yourself before somebody else can help you, or even before God can help you. You have to put in the efforts. Now, it starts from us. If you are propagating, say our environment should be clean, our environment should be safe. Individually, we don't encourage, we don't practice this in our homes. Collectively, we can achieve aim and purpose now. Into we and then Monday we are starting with the individual personal hygiene. Into personal hygiene your day. Send your one like you keep yourself neat and healthy and your surrounding. So if you say personal, it's your own space, food them or environment. How do you keep your personal space safe and healthy? And I am saying, the brain is spread because of lack of hygiene or poor hygiene practices. Yet to spread the germs very easily. The last week, one of the days, the discussion here was those who handle money on the daily basis, those of us who go to the offices. We touch surfaces. Over full church over so church no mona wafro. Over so nkunya no mona wakwatenase. Over handle sika. Uko officer. Over touch door handles. Over touch surfaces. Ninyina no is spreading germs. And at the end of the day, we go back to our homes and carry these germs or illnesses back to MFA and spread it as well. That is, if you don't practice safe hygiene practices. To prevent all this in Yariano Kofi, you have to first of all ensure that you encourage a personal hygiene so that the bikra you would wash it off or you would safely handle it before you go and cross infect others. Into the bit to say diarrhea, flu, typhoid, and some food poisoning, it is our own poor hygiene practices. If you COVID by, we were taught how to properly wash our hands. We were told that we should keep some safe distance between here and the next person. We were told that ube sneeze for elbow, not your hands, because you can touch your eyes, your nose, or other surfaces. Now, being so up. So it's not only COVID time. On a daily basis, these are practices to just minimize the spread of germs. Into ube sneeze, only handkerchief or tissue was sneeze in your elbow and found now toilet, washroom, ube did you to a now you are using public transport. All these things who handle sika, any surface that you touch, you are not very certain of whether it's clean or not. Just wash your hands. It doesn't take much to wash our hands. And I would also say that carry moisturizer and a hand sanitizer in your bag. There were very small ones I would carry. So you can always sanitize. You can sanitize. And what they say when you wash it. But ultimately sanitize. Could you if now I wash it? Wash it because of dehydration and I make say you carry moisturizer. And to say like a hand cream kit wavy. Say now what's in Kunwaya then. and moisturizer ones so that you don't have dry hands all the time. And before eating, after using the toilet, after handling waste, ball of crana, ube trippy, and our proper, and she'll say, ube will go once, one coffee was easy, and now ube ye, I don't think a lot of us practice say, ye, your whole and son, I also be able. Your back kitchen, now I started. But you always have to ensure, say, ube ye, wash your hands up to your elbows. Let dry, then you start or touch anything else that you can touch. And personally, also included in ube jari regularly. And any anyway, and a pana where jari aquajuman, waba back, you don't know what your body has picked up. Until after washing your hands to ensure self untouched surfaces. Then you bath at 9 to wash off everything you might have picked up during the day. Brush our teeth twice a day. We don't know Ghanaians, we don't know how to floss. My name say Obi cry to floss some powder.
Flossing, what was a ura chop bars? No more you see more, no problem more. The one with
you see more coffee, it can do the minimum, but the flossing is the one with the thread. The thread, yes. No. Space is no exactly. As I said, exactly. We have to practice regular flossing. The toothpick can only do much, but the one in between our teeth, one use of flosser and I won't brush it twice a day. And during the week, and that is why you like when you start perceiving a bad odor. And our tongue, we have to start scrapping our tongue. Yeah, most of us here brush, we don't pay attention to the tongue. But it's not necessarily a cynical keep it into obeying the tongue now a fear a wash and now and let's say in your way and not someone should just try that and scrap the tongue very well and see the difference. Into other it builds on our tongue. Into who just encourage say personal environment them personal hygiene also is in your room, your own space. You clear the room, you arrange your room neatly, you clean the room, you remove cobwebs, you remove any other dust particles. Sometimes your environment ain't cleaner spiritually or the energy in the space is very negative and I am feeling very dull. You think say oh yeah now be, but it's just that your space is not clean. Until now we have a popular saying said cleanliness is next to what, Kofi?
Godliness.
Oh now you're pastor. Exactly. So it's not just our body but also our space. And as we young and we always want our space to be very clean or neat. So it's just also our nipedriano and our space. In our markets we should clean. I space. I don't think say obichuma attractive to the person say ombeto bibi wo. And now one kasa them and yet cleaner you would have all ever inviting cockroaches, ever inviting rodents, ever inviting enkra, and all these insects they carry viruses that they can easily spread around. Yeah, to say some time ago, say you already by and it was chronic cockroaches in the air passing around. Even wall geckos, exactly. So even in our own space, if you don't keep it clean and neat, all these things can happen. And so if I say I am preventing diarrhea and all these things, and I encourage say, and space, your environment, don't dump rubbish indiscriminately in the gutters. And look, it's not only diarrhea and it has other implications. We just spoke about flood and Anopa way. All these things contribute to that. Flood and you drew one, you back into details.
Right.
Exactly. And you're more we should trim our nails very short. Because the nails are also picking up diseases or death. They pick up death very easily. Into Ube didn't know and say, yeah, now they shouldn't quite. Now I didn't so wood in the modern at the end of the day. And mostly these things they are not immediate. I will say, oh, me did anything like anami say printing and it is a compounding agent to be one that could be and we don't want to that's what we want to avoid.
Right.
And so Niamekana say good hygiene it protects both the individuals and communities because individually when collectively in the community, you can see the impact we would achieve by practicing personal hygiene. And we're keeping the space neat, now we're keeping the space neat and environment. Kofi nowadays growing up in Tamale, we used to scrub our bathrooms, come outside, scrub the gutter, and the gutter more. Up to OBCA, and the person continues from there. So we never had this issue of a few gutter more and I say a choking. But these days, yes, Abai has its part to do, but individually we also have a part to contribute.
Right.
I was saying the two of us, young boom, now I am so ye, and my yenna. Sliding ya, it is the yara, baby, and now buying crown on the way, but me, we can easily be affected.
Yes.
So let's individually practice these things, and collectively we can keep ourselves safe and our kids as well.
My dear Hamdia Unusa, thank you so much this morning for this insightful message. Ochina, we'll look into poor sanitation and disease outbreak. Have a blissful working day today, my dear.
You too, Kofi.
All right. Hamida Suhini Inusa Fusaini, a certified health, environment, and safety officer. Na Anopa Wajibre na wachecheing, proper hand washing and personal hygiene. Here say yes. Idea we you who say it's basic, but near beer. You buy a niguso. You had one kitten. Yeah, more cholera. And all kind of. You may pick the gems, not a building, not compounded. Then later on, when you now also not fee at twash also not acquire how. I don't think I hear but the really safety time. You may do bro. Man, share safety say a basic. Say boo more say a basic and quality. No. Say say I don't know and quality a basic. No. Me patch you who say a dear who here na a free ne queen. Yen shannon so. Na yiniso 43 after 7. Anopa Minia justice. Moten and Yacha papa don't get justice way. Frenebra or Twas or Yedi or Honum or Hano Babeda. Yenia justice Moten and Yacha Nasam Kitrakra justice for 2 Siakunano so now in Ninkobo 1 or 2B. Now Oziji a chade when it hopa or other what China pena. Junior, fantastic. I want for me control say wo ma feel papa.
Oh, Mr. Matthew.
Na uko share.
Send me here, say be home.
Oh, me dem hu. Debi. E bia ZG na show it na.
Oh, mo team dey be o mate o matate.
Oh, sir. Ana me dem.
Oh, Sunday ni ala jana ju fund o matate.
Oh, sir. Etu nko ba bia. Oh, ne man kan ye kra. Ba so be bia boko.
Oh, adom.
First na sports ni ate woni pa.
Yes, of course.
Ba menya ntia se ano na wo je home na wakeka ne ba ko me no bi de sisi ani.
Fantastic.
Oh, na ya dane time ne de sports no so ya dane ani kakra. Say the be tie for betimi.
Fantastic.
Enya feeling no. Inti and no sports one.
Yes, of course. Wadaroma ni pen for Daroma. I think say I mean wakeka no masisi. Yes, so ba che wadwaya. Na che say we sisi baby.
Enya say bi asebi o.
David.
Oh, ye de ma yie.
Oh, sisi baby.
Oba de say we sisi o hu yie. No pia bontia.
Fantastic
na ya draw so me show no so do. And it's the fantastic justice.
Yes.
And you say me the fantastic card di hu. The fantastic justice. It's a free and another corner no. A Pent sports bit. Ya de bebre na mom no ebre ade ye no. And yes achire mu kakra. No and no or the Brian Sabre. But me did say free china ede kono. Bobetena no papa entem papa. You news na just say the dinamu na mo person with sports in Biansa na obo mo to say o person fixtures any result World Cup be you bo na homache God hanim se bia be 11 12 1 no ne ade nti woni so to ba bia na person wunya update no ni nyina no justice the fantastic justice or the ebebre ye nyina eti justice me jamu the amount na or the sports no they atoyen so
that dwells in the secret place of the Most High, he shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Messi Jehovah said, "Me go and copy and my bank oti susu ne tabia Danwo eje ya oti so name tabia otina Yehovah
best, number one and nothing less. Lead me to my destiny. I have waited patiently. I have vision, though I believe. I know I can count on me. So stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up.
Okay, Yamobi Achinafe, Yamobi Akwaba, Enfambra Pent Radio 100.1. And I Juada Yatanase, ya de good husem eba. Way, I the latest one, I the shas live on your radio, Pent 100.1. Kumase, Anna, Yawo. Na, the Tieni, what the kind ate, Kofi, Adakwa, Nyametiase, and Canada, say what they Pent Radio, Anopa Nsempa, a 4D can what they abremo. Enche obesan atene kambio se wode ofen tosumi no wode ebaba abesom so ofen adri eye agudie hu nsema yensa kan ya boaboa no efie de amonone de ane de besom live on your radio 100.1 joining e wo Facebook no so eho eye anase eho eye Pent Radio 100.1 Pent Radio 100.1 o joining na wa like page no na wa share na wunu asoso anya bi ahwe sanso ana YouTube no so Pent Radio 100.1 na mom YouTube no so no o joining na wa bomoden subscribe page no de amayen se de be ya na obeboa yen na afa ye betim agro page no kama eno to akira program bia ayebe no fidie mu hase no wo ene ni pedi kan a si ya tenase notification no wonsa ebetimi aka ensam ne doson yamo no tel ni ensore ni enjemu ensam fama kofi adakwa nyametiase na onfa Pent Radio Anopa Nsempa ofe tosumye no onfa me somo so dia ye hyase ewo international friendly games todwa ewo Europe ana afei ewiase nyina Africa hasoso no ebitimi koso Haiti etenefie ema Peru ehye kamienu omo etimitimu bako Belgium echi Tunisia ekano bako enum Tunisia entimi ante United States of America tenefie ema Germany ehye me kamienu omo etimitimu bako Leroy Sani anafe kai have enanya 2 goals no edema omaya ya friend Germany afei Portugal echi Chile ekamienu Chile etimitimu bako Goncalo Guedes anafe Bruno Borges Fernandes omunenya 2 goals no edema omaya ya friend Portugal afei Switzerland and Australia game no epaye Switzerland shabako Australia shabako England echi New Zealand ekabako New Zealand entimi ante who else Hurricane enenya the only goal no edema omaya your friend England afei Brazil echi Egypt ema Brazil ehye Egypt ekamienu Egypt etimitimu bako abranja friend Bruno Guimaraes enya goal ana afei Enrich Felipe ade second goal no etimi piso edema Brazil Venezuela tenefie Turkish na kamienu omo etimitimu bako afei Ghana your World Cup opponent your friend Panama enso so Asia Bosnian game no kwawe no na obiase nyonko eka bako Scotland echi Bolivia Asia no eka no bako enan Bolivia entimi ante South Africa shebako Jamaica entimi ante Argentina shemienu Honduras entimi ante Kenya SN9 Lesotho entimi ante Denmark and Ukraine game no entimi amba wiye ye bedi game we hu komo yemfra ne kopiemu ewo another Ghanaian opponent ewo FIFA World Cup Croatia at Slovenia kan bako mienu Slovenia etimi timu bako Selson se 40-year-old Luka Modric enya go ana afa abrante friend Mario Pasalic and the second goal no etimi episo Greece tenefie ama Italy ehene kabako mo entimi ante Morocco any Norway game ne paye Morocco shabako Norway timi shabako abrante friend Brahim Diaz enya go di ma Morocco ana afa Martin Odegaard enya go edima Norway Ecuador semiansa Guatemala entimi ante Colombia semienu Jordan entimi ante Curacao ɛhyɛ Uruba ɛka baako a Uruba ɛntimi ante Afghanistan ɛtena fie ɛma Pakistan ɛhyɛ ne ka mmienu ɔmo ɛntimi ante Liechtenstein ɛtena hɔ ɛma Cyprus ɛhyɛ ne ka mmienu ɔmo ɛntimi ante ana afei Oman ɛhyɛ 9 ɛma Mozambique ɛntimi ante ɛnɛ games a ɛba so no sɛ ne sitiɛ Uganda ɛne Madagascar ɛne bɛhyia Niger ɛne Mauritania Netherlands ɛne Uzbekistan ana afei France ɛbɛhyia Northern Ireland wei ɛyɛ games a ɛba so nyame adom a ɛnɛ ɛno ho nsɛnsɛm ɛne ɛde ɛma mo no na Tony Gate why crowd wa faye kona fe ye ni komodo do na e wo Facebook no so na ye nhya ase e wo game a antimi ankwa wieye na eye oman a ye friend Denmark ana fe Ukraine na game ni koso na ana akoda na se openia ni din e de Christian Eriksen odwone e wo Facebook no so a Christian Eriksen obi anya no hwe obi anka no ball no akodi Ukraine wana akoda wa sejesu number 8 ni din e de Milonovski na akoda no ni nya ball no ana wo hwedin no se dabi ase akoda ni din e de Christian Eriksen okofom ana obobol no e de to nchen na say Ukraine coach no na ni pofu pa anything Tony Gate a project e de amayen my baby na aro no e de akoda ni din e de Christian Eriksen so na say video no e twegu obi anka no obi anya no hwe na say Christian Eriksen ankasa no okofom winim say we aya empre to so baako mienu a Christian Eriksen say what collapse our pitch so edi kan etoja e was the year 2021 na Euros no na ayo man your friend Denmark and Finland a branch your friend Christian Eriksen o collapse ye and rather abe de tosum yenu a Christian Eriksen what him a collapse our pitch no so we ayo komo body bi and the amamo no na Tony mama second video no na players ne ya de pa players on abo maden at Christian Eriksen at the PA every pitch so akwada na kasa timi sore nante ye obi anso ni mu omode ade atwa ne ho sia ye and until odwone e o Facebook no so a wo say Christian Eriksen and a players no ayi na free so ye free ho ye nkopiem our man ya friend Paraguay ente na FIFA World Cup eba so na Paraguay so ebo friendly game na omu wie ye no ana Paraguay supporters no eja a man your friend Paraguay come na oh atmosphere na you fantastic our stadium ho all red and I just say oh firecrackers na to owiem we dey told ya our Paraguay abra na omani nyina eja Paraguay fine no omako piemu our FIFA World Cup the year 2026 Yokopiemu our Brazil one player ni din ade akoda che say your friend metre AS Roma one player ati se akwara ni din Ed Wesley na akwara na kopra ayare hosem akwara na free FIFA World Cup num akwara ni ntimi ntoaso ensi akan emfa emma Brazil na Brazil atonsa ede afra akwara ni din Ed Edison ene yi wosina kan de ma Atalanta Manchester United for na akwara na wie ono eye openika sia friend Carlo Ancelotti watonsa de afra akwara ni din Ed Edison se o me replace akwara ni din Ed Wesley na akwara we na che our party ase also our party ase we enjoy yanton san fan from nowhere and a coach Ancelotti efra no say bra na be replace akwada ni din e de Wesley way I de atoja e FIFA World Cup num and e de emam no wonim say aman ya friend in Norway Asia Morocco game ni kwa wie no Morocco sabako Norway sabako Erling Haaland about 72 minutes na game ni kwa wie no Haaland echo Snapchat na uhwe picture bi o de akoto ha na no odempa na wonim say game num Haaland about 72 minutes ne nine ekan ball no back 4 in 72 minutes we area toja ADB 18 amamo Lamine Yamal so akasa na ni nyina no ahead of the World Cup Lamine Yamal say enchaye tamana Ballon d'Or no ekoso no na oti hodin wasno onim so ono na betimi anya na so no ekowie no wantim anya wase eha ne dia na so no wase our more years say ohwe no mu say Ballon d'Or no obetimi agibi yenkopiem ukopiem our Ivory Coast we Lamine Yamal look alike Lami Yama enjoy our United States no. Lami Yama ni look alike. Uko piemu our American friend Ivory Coast akwadani dido. Akwadani dido papa. Na of course oh me Tony Gate no. Me Tony Gate me na mo anansi afem no. Na nsunya Tony Gate where Tony Gate ni look alike. Na uko piemu our Ivory Coast yes edo akwadaa no ede Lami Yama din edino we are penio we are kwalao akwada ni din ede Lami Yama ni look alike no ohuwa na oba ho ohuwa no okiti fantastic video no ana Tony Gate a project ede amaye live on Facebook na otoni en ewo metre Pent Radio live on Facebook obehu say Lami Yama ni look alike our Ivory Coast na kwada no wa dispen jersey wudima abeka se Lami Yama onu awoni wudima obeka se onu awoni wadi din no edidi ho wey aye de etoda our Ivory Coast aye de ho sansani bi etim amamu Pop Leo say say papa no our Real Madrid wakodi nkomo wase Barcelona aye team Real Madrid aye team nemom nani aje Real Madrid ho wey aye de eba ye di bi etim amamu Cristiano Ronaldo wa makwada kete selfie after say Portugal Chile by 2-1 no akwada no any opportunity any Cristiano Ronaldo selfie no etim ekoso Real Madrid one elections no akwa wiye guess who Florentino Perez wasan awini bio na ano den papa na contest no na eyeki wa beat openikasa ni din ede Enrique Riquelme we ade abetodwa ye di bi etim amamo emra ne ko ene ntiri ye ntimi enwura video sim na mom o johnny e o Facebook no so a Tony Gate ebe project videos ni bi etimi ade amaye kama Bernardo Silva de atodwa say aya no kure say we receive offer from club by your friend Barcelona say ome johnny o mnam wase o twen after World Cup no ye wi a o make decision wase anya Barcelona kwa clubs dudu na aba na mo Barcelona de no ne nsa etim aka we ayenkomobo ni bi Jose Mourinho eba Real Madrid na Jose Mourinho eba Real Madrid dia de tie ni Jose Mourinho wadi Pepe kan ho na te say Jose Mourinho alongside Pepe na Ibrahima Konate na afe Antonio Rudiger Elder Militao and the Barcelona for mehu ejagumuchem na te say enya sam keto akora Jose Mourinho Pepe Antonio Rudiger na te say wanya branch bi ate say Ibrahima Konate ewe chirewa na chise Real Madrid chire no eho beya den papa Real Madrid ebebu nua emra ne ko yenye ne emra fie na yemfa efise baako mienu entimi toaso na wonim sa uwura mu our Black Stars of Ghana ye camper preparation eguso a ekoso our United States of America na ano aye den papa na yen sports minister ni din ade openikesia ye frɛ no Honorable Kofi Idi Adams na Black Stars ya was here training na Honorable Kofi Idi Adams akopiem awa sorry na asori no akoye no okope spiritual backing edema Black Stars Ghana ye won sere papa spiritual backing ana yen sports minister Honorable Kofi Idi Adams okoje ye edema yen players no edi kan wase bana waba no Ghana yen matches no ewom sa manfo se Ghana sa eya no kure na emom baabi a obepie no owagidie ye se sofo abobo mpaye na Black Stars yetimi afa yentuma pa e de fra yentie sports minister Honorable Kofi Idi Adams.
Ghana's first match will be
played
in Canada.
Rankings now omoaya we Iraq free hoa
and you are going to face Panama on this last
obia enjoy say Ghana yebeya de ewo World Cup.
And when you look at the rankings of the teams in the World Cup, after Iran is Ghana, meaning that they do not regard us to perform very well in this World Cup.
Nanso yedi ye na be
Jesus.
Yenim say the stone of David, David Edikum Goliath no.
Yes. Our third match will be
Yebeji Efiha.
Why I sports minister Honorable Kofi Idi Adams Brazil for any training no not just a Ghana ye sports minister Honorable Kofi Idi Adams okwajem paibo yes time na so ye DC na wase Ghana ye group na ye woman no ye ni Croatia ana afei Panama United States of America dodo na ho ne bebo no na mom ogidi ye say asase na obepie so no Ghana any Croatia match no ebeto dwa e wo Philadelphia baby a owo no aya baby a ye frɛ ho Philadelphia Ghana ye ho sere papa Kofi Adams say Philadelphia na wakɔ no Ghana match e bebo no Philadelphia no enkunimdi e baba e de ama the Blasters of Ghana wey a sports minister.
Ghana's first match will be played in Canada, in Toronto.
Now, Panama,
and we are going to face Panama on this last match.
Yaba second one. Boston. England.
And when you look at the rankings of the teams, the next one we are going to face England. After Iran is Ghana.
Now, third one, group stage. You know, when you be well
in this World Cup.
Yeah, Bono of Philadelphia.
Jesus.
I'm ready to call, but the now sports minister said Ghana last game, no, yeah, born in Philadelphia. Baby, I so ye Philadelphia. Not just say Black Stars. A work up the way I Kofi Adams, your sports minister. SC Canada, Philadelphia, or idea. Not just a World Cup, no, Ghana jet. Ya your training cry a jet. Ya the players who cry a jet. Sports minister, muyo. Ghana, I grow away and this so papa. Maybe Kofi, maybe. Befa daddy. The sports in this nature radio. Maybe who be kana? Who be kana between na benko. Na sports minister say
justice.
Kofi
say the other teams, other national teams I'm representing kind of omukru. So how they were welcomed, how they were received. Who send off a year more. Ghana who be. And I sports minister. Akojina aso dem. Kase.
I'm the catches on the mechanic on the soba. It told the whole
on the onisheka. Mama yenye serious o. Oma na ye chichire no. Ya gudie, ago kensi, yen eniji. Bibia me for seriousness attached to it. We cry chire say. Dem dey see.
Who dey see? Ade.
Say Philadelphia. Ain't no Philadelphia. Hey, is that Papa Kofi Adams or commissioner na? And I fire I kind of saying sir ministry yan famane.
The ministry no mo share and commission so.
Friends also Ofosu ministry. Yan famano. Okay. Sports no want to be here. It was needless. With the walk who now question now bomb pipe. It was okay. But to go and this is all over.
Oh yes, all over. It's all over the world. It's trending.
Here and now here Morocco and
yes.
Norway match.
Fantastic game.
You saw the fantastic play,
solid,
tactical play,
the intensity, quality players, quality coach.
The fancy himself
giving us a wonderful display.
Also can be Pamon now. The Ayaka sorry no.
Catch it.
Oh, any fake sorry.
But also be kana.
Oh yeah. Better also.
That's it. Editor ya dia sit within the justice. Yeah, sorry na fe Kofi Adakwanya metiase. What the Pent Anopa Nsempa of a tosumi no what they asomso within the justice. Tony Gates edioko Facebook. Ye jemu ediama Kofi Adakwanya metiase. Now what the Pent Anopa Nsempa offendi kan and as ofeto sumi no what they asomso.
Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up. Here we go, it's getting close. Now it's just who wants it most. It's just
Hey, Ahmed Love Services. On my muhadie, ye can't be a ye a pomdin shemu. Manusi pipa die. Ahmed Love Services the musrum kokra. Efidie nie. Wo mfidie ahodo a wode ye hwehwemu bi te se DNA test. Ema wo hu abofra wo hye yefunu mu no neja. Medical lab, ECG, ultrasound, X-ray, HIV, hypertension, typhoid, hepatitis B and C, diabetes, cancer. Any yarewa ahodo bebre. Na first scan so de. Efa test scan, thyroid scan, pregnancy scan, war scan ya sha abofra no. Baby wo da so wo da ye. Wo ye mienu baako. Efri da kro no ekosi sa wo de bewo.
Adasa pekasa na ECG so de apobiri hwehwemu oba mu sei nie.
Papa ECG no eya electrocardiogram. Efidi a ye de hwehwe nipa wakoma.
Electrofabiogama. Shira me ma me nko ho.
Papa. One machi kwan wo Kumasi Oforu Krom traffic lights. Opposite STC workshop yard mu ho. Wo be frɛ won e wo 0541 143168 and say 0244 964922. Saso ena wo eye menhia Zongo Gate won mo a.
All right, 7 minutes exactly after 8. Anopa Nsempa dwumadie so enie ye better justice say motene ne ache enen so ba ya emre no opeso fa na ode kantane ne ase busumi de mema ne kwan kra adonti krampo ena ye hu ano afiri ha ne msi ne na koto no papa na ne oba emre na kan no betimi afa ne mo no tisi me bremu dia me ne bienu e be say enya correct kra. Right, me gonna match na say afia fosu hima de ne to say dwaso afia mache
yeja
na empom
nyame adom me hoye
de nyame ase me dan me hu me hu na o ba sorry na o ba wedding ti me hu na mbusa hu say afia why kama o bi wedding 2024 na o shebe ka trem so wasi ya wade kwan so afia wade kwan ye wo papa
Kofisa woni mi we time nko yo
bibia kechi ma yesu ti asi dia
and why yourself explanatory.
Okay. If you Judy. Aha. Catch machi.
Eja, Kofi.
If you sit down won't call you bibia kechi ma no. No correct. Yeah.
E woni brem.
So only be 21 there on call trace.
Kofi.
Jai.
But you mean 21 wadaroma.
Now, how was your weekend, Minya?
Oh, Kofi, Adam, your corner bar, Adam, na weekends, you know, your call prisons, as one say, look at and so as sorry, no Church of Pentecost, donations be central police, central prisons,
okay,
and your koi and omokoi. Kofi nema de ni ko hu ye de te ni ade na otim say I learned a lot. And weekends ni mu nyina no na stories ni ade ensem a ebeba ni do say nyina subject to confanochi die and fair increment other areas bebo na ekoso ni do say nyina no but central prisons for there no na mekase idea week nyina no na watching I was just meditating and looking reflecting about what actually is transpiring over there and what people are going through and futua yes why you bonte no de ebema and situations out more especially the youth because okoho Kofi as a youth leader no the lion share more dodo no about 95% youth youth population within prisons services in areas in America, I mean custody. Ankasa. Nyampanyin for no more year juma as prison officers, no, but talking about the inmates. Kofi Tim say, mo kwaya sorry. BBI Kofi na Tim say, I learned a lot. Personally, I learned a lot.
Meaning so now Hanma. No, I think you were here. I've ever made a suggestion. In fact, Obi na make and I miss to say, anka brano no, anka suku, sorry, any kuku, yenjebre, nanka these three places: the mortuary, the prisons, the hospitals. So place me, so we see almost like every moment, biano. Let's pay a visit to this place. It would inform our choice of life and the way we live our life and everything. It would largely inform people. Because
a very good decision.
And
I remember I said my mentor you leader, you know summer. The summer. obo adwuma pa na ye evangelism leader woko asma aswase area A local A no one evangelism leader actually one papa presiding that was able to mama nom ne mpanyifo ahodo e kan nyina na elidi ya koye sa donation no e fa sa kwanya no so na ade ba kwa ne wo mu say nipa be 9 bi ewo mu a asori na nkasa sika na de da wo mutiri so anunti na ye de wo mu atomu no asori no etua e ma nipa 9 etimi eji wo mu e de wo mu ba nti nya se okwa donation nko akoso no koyi bi free ne dua fie ho e de ba na kofi yes
how valuable this gesture would be for them
very true say kofi nka o se nipa bia because it's a country on its own it's
a cabinet ministers no bibia
yes I term it as a country. Now the one say who outside that the perception that we have normally are there no say moment uko inside wa na no meet here ko no mokokoya sorry and you realize I'm talking about the aspect of talent. Initially, kwa mo bonyom no mo tonyom ko ba na we talk say the service band prisons in omo band. It was only later we were told say omo nyina aye they are also in their custody. Omo nyina
inmates.
Yes, inmates they've been sentenced. Indeed.
Now it goes beyond that too.
I tell you and America say yes. They say ultimo say they are nurses. They are doctors, guys, police, are there, talent,
fashion designers, models, and all of that.
Everything, nice guys, giants, short, tall, big, fresh.
Oh,
Charlie, Jai. Students, one in Yabakwa, baby, dear dance 4 years in the university, and Charlie, a man of 15 years, just a it's a different altogether. And when these guys are singing, when it is praises, worship, guy back who playing keyboard, now drums and almost a tenyum and ultimately say yes, or tonyum no book keyboard at the same time. Nah, Kofi.
Talents are wasting away.
Everything out there. Yebesere yempanyimfo no ade ba akoso no se Kofi aduane ade mom no enye ina based on the mamemo Lance Corporal Nkomia mo no abaso woni leader in terms of the chaplaincy no the ekoye mfans the familiarization ade nyina all the protocols only di animu ma ye bibia se hono ba Kofi the aban ho beso ne edema ne de if you say obedi ama oba me
ene edema wo
nti say akwaku say asori ekoye en ye mo COP so abaso mo the dance say ho de always I say omni COP for na wo always no brand no ba eba be ye wo mo enum ne ade we also through that appeal to other areas districts aside even beyond COP other philanthropic communities, individuals, the CSOs, Kofi, less because talent have been wasted out there. Talent have been reprimanded out there. Fee said the Panino only din commercial say Boa is a reformation center. But Ebimuba at the same time no become more or less what we call in our term they become societal recidivist. Or more they return to the crime of which they were being punished for. And a lot and a cost by Nina no Nyamene ahoden nti nyame MY nti Kofi fans na watching mu dear. These were a lot of reflections that were
going through your mind.
Going through my mind. And still flooding also flooding also and we are told say doctors confirm so almost declare strike indefinitely nim be an yesimande mu and I be heard a hospital already choked emergency and accident unit and on am so we akwakoba then which minister so alcohol can be say suspended CEO na sans what trigger a doctor who says is very unfair.
Would have
say how treatment be almost so from your son declare how is that the place going to be doctors say available crano et say Nene, BBC Yakwakusi, Tikovi, this and many more. But
we have a lot. Yes, we'll talk about them. If do you have any event course over the weekend aside the wedding now? Koya, or my auntie say time on Koy, Bibian Kechi, Ubrebano. Any event
and
if you're 21,
me 21.
If you're 24 and a half or 25,
24,
and the 26,
mini 26, but me bros our daroma. Into any yen to us on the Yakoya new. Into Yakoya new man, as I say.
If you have no question,
or the Becca Sawage.
Which 25?
Aye.
Nesefi, Kofi. Now, Kofi, who are here, and a woman, if you're 21, I could see.
And if you're mad, if you're okay, now here then about 28 to the funny side. And over the weekend, also events been I mean, you want to comment about it?
Yo, Kofi, over the weekend, and Nsempa Kwana many dear che Ghana for almost South Africa.
Yes.
Na ye hwe ni mu se seni enkrata ba senya me yadumu a memeneda ene bi beba na kwasi adanso ebi maba. Nti so far you have videos ahodo a wo behu se ebi no mo ho no mo bakra sebe. Ese ye do mo to stretch ni ade ade so. Na hwe se de na ekono a but ni nyina mu no ye danyame ase isanse seni empanyufo ka ne nkwa ne hia. Ena wo nkwan so wo se de bedia no wo nkwan so a wonim de obenya nti no enkwa ne hia nti se o ma be de ye danyame ase na ye san so besere se senia oswafo ohwefo we na first so odi kan ye first batch incentives ahodo de ma wo mo no we nso san ye hwe ni mo se bibia anya kama neja yentina ye man.
Right, and so over the weekend, the next batch by now. One thing I mean, I had the highlight of that particular return, and I say evacuation exercise from here. No, Yenra Ibrahim Mahama, Foreign Affairs Minister, confirming say we're promising over 100 jobs. I think it's almost 200 jobs or so. Say 1 hour bano. Omwa omukutasa skills a ebetimi aboa won nyuma hodo a we bi no sankrofo no wodum ebe weremu. Some expressed joy. Others were also saying, say, well, they didn't really feel that attacked because there was no way these people, could have attacked them and all of that. But Ramaphosa also, akasa na later on, when they have for me person, Ninsimbi or kind of many day, chop every near the other better one thing. Yasha man, imagine some idea go we know. Now, Mr. Super, you say it is a country Ghana and a pushy Ramaphosa. Ema no akasa sebia sanke din ye ema mfo akoso tena hono mo anka bia kwa mabontia mekasa entino yemfa abasobode yemfa ma the Foreign Affairs Ministry and the government for pushing Ramaphosa to come out to speak and also to beg. My main kind of not just speaking but he was begging akasa. All right, catch it. Now, when we come back, we'll delve into a calf issue, and then some other issues. Yo,
Kofi Sabre, the Yamfa Daily Graphic, the Bokratano, and Shasi, truth and accuracy every day. Na ye kati for say and eso a juada a yamumo, na June, the bosom de tosso and watche. About the Adarma, the Bonkratano, and also no abano paina, ye Shasi Daily Graphic here. Comfanoche Teaching Hospital or say Sabri the emergency service no suspension could feel nurses or lay down their tools in solidarity with ACO. Rakabna Minta Kando, Minister of Health, the best honorable, but for Montrase, Namonfe yin 2 years. Now already the Amaho Equay Chugdra, this I say me I did Mukoba yeno. Then he strike so Equacobamu Kofi, and no bedene. And inti strike an edium and yaba inti omuchemua. So nyina chere do pepe bizo bitimi ato mu bia na esefo ne adokotafo ewogi no ntine atuate wode ahye so so copy emergency service wa ene kofi amane ma bebre ene ma bebre ekoso ewo ho a enya nika ti ye hwede be fire no so emu abanti sabre dia strike no wanya declare o Daily Graphic front page krata fan eno etoso ye dumiensa no enso emu na osi nipa baako ahwere ne nkwa nipa mienu na apra nkran kofi building ebio no so asanso adweregu no so abeno ene ne mpatam de ko ba ye nti sesei hu hwe animu ha vice president enso ene mpanfo ado bi wura muntaka no na so abo na modu mani ekokoko hwe nti kofi nkran so no eto kwa na ada so dwiri toda so ani gya na mani kyese utimi se mu ɔden pa ɛno krata fa to so ɛyɛ dumiensa ɛwɔ Daily Graphic animu ha ɔnso ɛde aba na ɛno akyire no wɔse economic ɛyɛ Ecobank resilient balance sheet ɔmatoto no krata fa to so nan sɛ ɔmo so abɔ mu die pa abɔ mu mɔden na wɔse aban so wohwɛ South Africa for nipa dodo no a kofi sɛ deɛ wɔka ho asɛm sɛ wɔbɛtumi abɔ ma Ghana mu no aban fa yɛ kora nipa ahonso nipa ahenkron aduoso enkron 979 ene abai di no bɔhyɛ so a wɔde saafo ni nyinaa abepi o ma Ghana mu na sɛ otototo a almost 1000 enso eno no Daily Analyst ene de etoa so Ghana Journalists Association kofi na watwi mu sentrefo medie kese no enso ekoso enti Champions of Press Freedom eno enti veterans ahodo empanyfo ahodo ne sentrefo institutions ne ekokwa ahodo nyina mo so abo modern aboa ama sentrefo ahoban bonsem no so agina na so Press Freedom no ene nya kwanya mframa fa ho na etimi aboa ama sentwe adwumadi akonka no abasobode no ekoso ura abadwumfo wono na GJ president tikrata fa toso mensane nanso no obenya bi ahwe no anya bi nso akenkan ewo Daily Analyst da bokrata no eno so ewo ehasei na adwumadi ekro na mu no na ura adwumfo ede tudwa se ne growing intimidations under section 76 wono kofi won so wo sere papa sensantwerefo kofi yesi ya hwi bi pa tata bi ne bi mu so freedom no enkoyi kra nti wo sempanfo hwe yesi science ano e wo sa section 76 wono se gina sa mamra no so ne bi wa ye abuse press freedom no nti ne wo de ade se de enso ama enti ene GJ esudwumadi kase e course no GJ president ena ekasai Urminyamfo Emmanuel ama kofibua wono na yeso afo hwensase kwa obade ajapade ode adom yeso Lands and Natural Resource Minister ne wono so overall best performing minister kofi minim se wunya bi so
I have a letter here and I want to talk me person mu wie na ye ka wasa
ya bobo mabaso na ni nyina no wonna ahencha no ye de ahye no se ura ma kofibua best performing minister eno no nti ohwe atran ya hodo ni ministers ebobo mudin ni wono ede ayima wo mu award no ana se won so ebo ma ba so no a na mo nso no ya so ye won chen no ye nso yetimi de adwenkyere enso aba na MP mame won so ede hai wono so ni mfo nyini ukokopiem enso ewo akuapem south a ni mfo nyini enso ewo ha na de okanyina ne se wo hwe African ye values a kofi e wo say timi man ye very intentional e sheda pa niema e de tete ye de bo ye ya bobrem ne ahusuo ne entoto ya hodo nyina no ye ni die a e de ma sa ne ma nyina wo se man ya de hia ye pa a wo hwe interparliamentary conference ma de kase no e course no a ne mame ejinamu a ono so ede ebi ama mame Lawrence ayedwamna enso ono gina makua Prince out mrahye bedwani a wode sa nsemi atudwa anopa yi the Daily Analyst enso ebomu na ne krakra mu no wose aban sabiri surveillance isolation system no Ebola ne counter threat yeso ede egu akwam sebeya ne yade yese isuanso a ebi mepie mu Ghana ha de nenso nyoba yo de kofinu an madam ho so nti ye toto niema sebeya yade bi kura nya se ejiniti ewo mam ha na se de nim se covid so ba ye wa ne beto aye no entrance answer bi yese unity an intentem kura nso yesia no ese across Psychiatric Hospital and so major facelift ye pagam KGL foundation no ne adi animu aboa ama ya sabie so no ene wokọ won sa bam kwa wokọ ye nyina the facilities ne ne ma do infrastructure ne bi so aba be ka ho a across Psychiatric Hospital ene de wokọ animu. Daily Analyst
Medical One Krata Daily Guide ena etwaso na ubemu ewa hanuma we eye jinable ena fe kwabna yeboa ena mpanyufo fufuro binom ena GJA womo abo womo abaso krata feto so miensa afe ne nchempenso eye Reverend Intim Fojo ena nifo nyini demu ha na nasama woken nyina ne se anti LGBTQ sa bill no na chese pasi a woma pasi ni nyina ne botaye ene se womo a eba bebo ho dawuro mechire LGBTQ se oba ni oba edi mpasugro sanso na bema ene ne yonko bema womo soso a echire se enua ena afe nioma hodo mom ena wope no wɔkyerɛ sɛ saa bill yi a wɔn ɛka ho asɛm yi akɔ akɔba sɛ wɔn ahwɛ yɛn nsakyerɛeɛ bi ama saa bere akɔ akɔdu mpɛmpɛnso a yɛahyɛ da ama nkurɔfoɔ bi ho kwan yi a wɔn ɛba bɛbɔ ho dawuro na kyerɛ sɛ afrɛfrɛ anaasɛ atwetwe nneɛma ɛna afei nsɛm ahodoɔ nso aba kratafɛ ɛtɔ so nsia ɛna nkyerɛmu no ankasa ɛda wei ɛyɛ CRI wɔn nso ɛkasa kyerɛ sɛ n'ano nsɛm ɔsoafoɔ hwɛ nkitahodie ho nsɛm ɛde to dwa ɛkyerɛ sɛ saa bere deɛ wɔn mo ba bɛhwɛ sɛ wɔbɛyɛ nsakyerɛeɛ wɔn mo ɛkɔ abɛɛfo ntentan so na neɛ videos ahodoɔ a ɛnsɛ sɛ wɔn mo hwɛ sɛ ɔbaa ne ɔbɛɛma wɔn mo edi mpasogoro ne nyinaa na neɛ mmɔfra nketewa wɔn mo ɛhyɛ kɔna mu ayɛ ne sɛ homework na neɛ wɔn mo hwɛ wɔkyerɛ sɛ ɛyɛ nhyehyɛeɛ a wɔn mo de aba sɛ saa bere deɛ ID card no ɛno ɛna ɛba bɛma ho kwan na wokɔ site hɔ no mu a yɛn sɛ nipa asomasi a wɔhwɛ yɛfrɛ ne sei ɛna afei nneɛma ahodoɔ bi ɛfa ne ho no yɛtumi ahu na mmɔfra ɛne mpo wɔn mu a ɛnni ho kwan sɛ wɔhwɛ no saafoɔ no yɛtumi ahu wɔnom ɛno nso ɛda mu kratafɛ ɛtɔ so mmiɛnsa CRI wɔkyerɛ sɛ wɔn mo ɛfoa so paa na aseɛ ha nso ɛyɛ ɔpanyini atofoɔ se no soafoɔ a wɔhyɛ sikasɛm so ɛntotoyɛ wɔkyerɛ sɛ wɔabɔ ne din sɛ wɔka best performing ministers no wɔka ho bi kratafɛ ɛtɔ so nsia wei awerɛhosɛm ɛdan a adwiri ɛwɔ nkranponi mantam mu ɛnam so nipa mmienu ahwere wɔn nkwa bebrenu a ɛnso aprepra ɛno nso mfonyini ɛda mu kratafɛ ɛtɔ so ɛnan daily guide Metro so ewo ko wankrata the Chronicle na wei eye domkuma wo emrehebedwam wo mo kasa kyerɛ sɛ nhyehyɛeɛ a ɛfa wɔpanyini a wɔno ne da Comfanochi Teaching Hospital CEO sɛ wo ma suspended no wɔkyerɛ sɛ sabrede empanyufoɔ nhwɛ na ne nam so a wo mo tu saa na mo no wo mo nsanfrɛ biom na opanyi yɛfa ne dibre ɛma no na wo hwɛ mu ɛwase ha nso so a afie twa mu mekyira fimpi mienu ɛne aduonu enum hɔnom aban ne hyehyɛeɛ a na wo hyehyɛ ɛde fa ennua sɛ wo mu edua na yɛtumi atretre mu na aboa ama emframa ne homie ene mpo sɛ ebetumi abɔ nneɛma etwa yɛ ho ahyia ho ban no wɔkyerɛ sɛ afie twa mu no aban no etumi hwɛeɛ wo mu eduadua kora ma ne boro so na afie nso deɛ wo mo hwɛ animu sɛ wobetumi adua makomako 30 million eno so da mu ko wankrata no emfimfini afei de etwato no we ye big event Ghana wo mo nso esi supi ebiom ewo the Chronicle mu sɛ wo panyini ato forcing eba Ghana man panyini His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ministers ahodoɔ asomfo ahodoɔ wabɔ wɔn din anasa wɔde dibra ahodoɔ ama wɔn no a ɔpanyini forcing ɛka ho bi akyɛ sɛ ɔpanyin yi ampa ɔforce paa enti wɔn nso ne mfonyini ɛda mu kratafa ɛtɔ so mmienu ɛna deɛ ɛtɔ so mmiɛnsa the Chronicle
the Daily Banner ɛna kofi mede ɛtoa so na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ɔne minority caucus no mfonyini ɛda ha chief whip ɛne on munyamfo Frank Anodompre ono so ne mfonyini agina nyina ne sɛ ɛne report wa mpanyimfo ye donkuma na fam enso ɛkɔyɛ fa koko sector no crisis a sɛne donkuma no kyeremu a wo hu no ɛkɔso no akɔnhwemu awodo ni nyina de kokofo no mkoko hia ye ɛne abedwafo ahodo various chains ni nyina from farmers to producers ne emu adwadifo ahodo no class ni nyina no makodi ensawoso ahodo ebi mu ɛyɛ anonymous wo mo so wo manim ba ye ni nyina no what the report no akwa Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia a wono so adane akire ede ama policy team committee no ampanyimfo atenese manimu ya no wo hwɛ na koko sector no wo mo so nhyehyɛ ahodo ne policies wo de begu akwa mu sɛ besan so agina ne nas bio no wo de eno so atimi ade aba na owura Joseph Osewusu Sijo Wise wono so wa endorse owura Koka sɛ Asante Mantem eba the new patriotic party abato no a wɔbɛbɔ adwuma pa ento sefata sɛ NPP amanyuko no okwa akoto aba no a delegate no wɔbɛhwɛ no so chairman no watimi ade ahye no ensa na wosan hwɛ krata fa etoso duba akoso ewo the Daily Banner da bo krata no emu a wɔse NPP come back no and wɔse ɛyɛ deliberate ɛnyɛ accidental say bia ɛkɔyɛ sɛ funsuo bi na ɛbɛba owura Gordon Asarbedi ako ɛna ɛkasa yi wɔse ɛno deɛ ɛyɛ paa sɛ bibia guna kwam sɛ come back no deɛ wɔsan so ba wɔba na hoɔden so ɛno so ɛwɔ the daily banner da bokrata no anim na ne krakra mu no ɛwɔ daily banner mu no minority wɔn so akyire mu a komfaanɔkye abanye asabea kofi adɔkotafoɔ ene yɛtu wɔn ene wɔn kyerɛ mu a wɔde wɔn krataa wɔn bibia wɔn pane bibia gu hɔ no a ne wate atua no wɔkyerɛ mu a ne ntantam so kora si wa ya suspending no ɛwɔ sɛ onimonyamfo kwabena minta aka ndo wɔkeka ho kora na ɔsan so reinstate no na we sa suspension we ɛmfa so de bia ma adagye de bɛyɛ saa de no wɔn hawa wɔn kom wɔ hɔ no yɛnhwɛ na aba no hwɛ no ntu anamon na afi wɔn yɛ nsiesie na aka so suspend no mfa so bɛ ne bɛba sesei ɛna adɔkotafo yi ɛnso ɛte atuan nti ɛsɛ nkɔba so wura akando yɛde no bɛba gi hɔ so wɔ yare a na bibia ni a wɔno ɛba na mmom unuanom wɔ fa asefoɔ ne adehye no so wɔ ha no wɔn nwene wɔn nti donkuma na ɛkasa yi a no Anopa the daily banner de a ɛba yɛ ɛno no na de me de the publisher ɛbɛtoa so na Kofi ɛkeka ya yɛse regional minister sɛ na awatwi so yɛbɔ bi aba so na maame okulu Lendo okulu Greater Accra ɛna
yɛse best performing regional minister
overall best mampanyi mama regional minister wabɔ adwuma papa sɛ maame jajajaja Kofi wodi adwuma fa ne mfikyira adwuma bɛdɔ wabɔ adwuma pa afinti mampanyi mama ne ministers ne de maame Lendo okulu ono ena sabredi abona baso ntu hwe ha wabɔ no rainbow colors no haso folk Rose Jesse no ne football san so ehye ne wedi emfonyi no mutwa ba na efe pa unse maame so ekokɔ nti wodanim ha pa ne woje mfrɛ enso e the publisher the bokrata no enso enim na komfaanɔkye ese crisis no Kofi ese kura de iOS adipin more doctors nurse strike CEO ya suspended to minority wɔn so say enmanimu yi wɔn srɛ owura kwabena minta aka ndo wɔn keka no ho na we suspension no mfa so bi amam no nti ne yɛse kokatha Kofi mu aiden pa de ama ya afo a ɛno so ɛwɔ nurse fo nko akɔ strike no kora Kofi emudu na doctors so kwa edu pa na afi wɔn nyina ka bom de Kofi ano de ne Dr. Mamudu Amiamfo nyini ɛwɔ ha wɔn so cocoa price relief sɛ wohwɛ abandada ne brɛ so ene mpo aban ba ye baabi a ne da ne ye kohwan so a bɛɛ so opipidu yetimi ye firi so de Kofi osimu ya pa nti ene wono so promise policy nhyehyɛ ya bɛba ene no so bɛboa makoko akuafo ho ha wonkanka de sɛ fata ɛfa sikasemu no obɛtoto niema yie pa ave no ɛden no so bu ye ese baabi wo ho msi nipa mienu ɛna afrim baabi so wo ho a nemom ade sɛ publisher de abasa wonde nipa mienu ada newspapers so report sɛ baako ɛna afrimu nemom publisher de wɔsene hwehwɛ mu kyɛnse mienu ɛna afrimu abaako so no aprepra ave no nti Anopa yi ɔno so no the publisher the bokrata aba na ne krakra mu kra no wɔse ohwɛ South Africa ne Ghana evacuation ne manfo ayo man yakayaka de ne saa xenophobia attacks ekokɔkɔso no ɛse Ghana yama South Africa ayehye papa na omoso wɔ ne Ghana sɛ drama ne nneɛma bi a ye bɛfa nkrɔfo afiri wɔ na ɛse Ghana fo Kofi ese enko ani ate ese enko na de ahia yi ese enko nkrɔfo ne yɛpam yi na keka no wɔn so de kokɔbɔ ma pa sɛ kyese Kofi ani enamu na ye preach negativity efa South Africa man ho enti na Anopa yi kakra ba ye no na yeso Kofi de ye no so de ne kwan so no ba mi wiase ni
amanfoforo no omo TV ni o social media bi ni o omo hu nti entwen na eja to mu ansa na abeye we kra kire indeed who they really are they me nti na make say earlier we later be come was Ramaphosa no afia ko anim na
Me the Daily Gist na etwa so na Daily Gist nso amani a wo bo we ye wo so for share in foodie so na wo ka search sika botine ye 1.67 billion Ghana cedis ya na eno ye budget cash ya chese wo panyini atofo sen e ka ho asem no oso for share in foodie so e chese no kra bi enimu krata fe to so miensa Wabo NPA boss abaso ewo Ghana CEO Summit ase Afen so aban no ekyerɛ sɛ de nam so a wokɔ enkrampuni mantam asabre ade akye ne nsuo gugu kakra bi a na ɛde adehye ɛna agapade ahodoɔ ɛsen wɔ kyerɛ sɛ anida hobɔne ne nyinaa ka ho bi ɛne ɛfaako a ɛnse sɛ ɔkwabnani si dan woni mpɔten sɛ saa baabi a mepɛ sɛ mesi dan yi nsuo tɔ a ɛde ɔhaw bɛba ɛnso so ɛhɔ a na wɔpɛ wɔse saa nneɛma no nyinaa na aka afu asabre yi woto w'ani a wobɛte yɛse nsuo ɛde wei kɔ nsuo de agyapadeɛ sei ɛkɔ nsuo afa ɛdankora bi anaasɛ afa nneɛma ahodoɔ wɔkyerɛ sɛ ne nyinaa ɛyɛ saa nneyɛe no anasuban no ɛno na saa bere aboaboa no aba abɛdu saa kratafa ɛtɔ so mmiɛnsa ɛna nkyerɛmu no ɛda wɔsa so ɛde nsɛm bi ato wɔ panyini akando yɛ a wɔyɛ ɔsoafo a wɔhyɛ apɔmuden ho nsɛm ɛso ɛfa ɔpanyini a wɔda Konfa Teaching Hospital yɛ a saa bere yɛ suspended no wɔmanfoɔ binom ɛde wɔn ano ɛsi ɔpanyin ho paa sɛ wɔnhwɛ na ne animanim yɛ a panyin no yɛnsa so ɛmfrɛ ne biom na ne dibrɛ no yɛmfa ɛnhyɛ ne nsa Ghana Journalists Association ɛna wɔn nso ɛkasa ɛkyerɛ sɛ ɛba no press freedom a saa bere yi ɔmanfoɔ ɛbɔ ntrɛne paa ɛno nti ama sɛ nsɛmtwerɛfoɔ wɔn ɛbɛkasa anaasɛ wɔn bɛtwerɛ nkrataa bi anaasɛ nneɛma a wɔn ho no akɔba sɛ ntrɛnebɔ bi ɛwɔ mu nti nokora no koraa nipa korɔ no wɔka na sɛ wɔdwene ho mmienu ɛno nso ɛyɛ ɔhaw a wɔn ɛbɔ ho dawuro kratafa ɛtɔ so 9 dɔm kuma no ɛnso ɛde Cocoa Farmers Report ɛde akɔma kanema mpanyin abɛdietwe Dr. Bawumia ɛdɛmu kratafa ɛtɔ so 3 The Daily Gist metoa so ɛwɔ The Source emu woba ko wankrata The Source mu a wono nso amane no ɛfa adankora adwiri enam so nipa mienu ahwere wo mo nkwa bebrenu a ɛprepra ɛwɔ mu afen so Dr. Bawumia wɔkyerɛ sɛ ne nsa ka reporter no ɛfa kokoo ho nsensɛmo ɛna afen nneɔma ahodo a wono nso ɛhwɛ animu sɛ nyame yɛ adom na afempi mienu ni adwonu ɛnwɔtwe oba betena mu sɛ Ghana mampanyini a wono nso anam a obetumi ɛtu di afa kokoo sector no na aboa kokoo akuafo Democrat afeto so miensa opanyini afenyo enso ekasa ekyere se nansem honom se eniama ahodo manfo binom eka wo madwen a wo mo ekyere ya enam so ene obete yesiwe yache no wankasa yie no wo kyere se saa anamontuo ni nyina eka ho bi ama sisia no ede entrene enempo ayemhihye ababeda se obi pese o kyere na adwen sanse wodwene ho mienu a asema ameko akokan ebia na omanfo bia na nkofo bi anfo masom yi a ochinanko na ne ye de mesin wono ose eno so eyo hawa sabre wo hu ne se eda honom kratafa to so 9 de etwato no eye Ghana GMA wo mo nsam no a efa eye pania ya suspended no ewo Kath Meche Konfa Teaching Hospital wo mo ehwe anim se ye besan so afrani biom we demu ko wankrata ye fe no The Source emu
the graphic sports ebeto aso enim say it was sports season enti enei ensema hodo a etwa no eno so yede ni nyina ebeba enti ene wo hwe apate da ha na Ragwade na tram nse ono so oye former blasters player na ono ana ekasa se party kofi say ye man offensive midfield ho a rule no what dey was ye de man no oye adwuma no nti one say offensive na midfield but omo attack na to say be the say number 10 na say number 8 row na eno no ebeboa pa ebeboa nti party da ha na nse party ko yi emu nsam no aye bebre e fa ni case no wa ma nti dodo na akura so say psychologically no enya effect e won so subject to ni reference to the football no and even the career ahead of this World Cup dodo no so suggestive for which I agree with them. Say after say ya cycle no awie no but to be anim so no push more forward though say defensively midfield role no with me boy no so but or come or attack no because they could go so here pa anti said the Ragwade na tram and so e dey atudwa anti but bibia no ye ebeja bibia dey amaqueros say ono so enaja odi animu a wo ye ntotoye and actually no Ghana Bar Association almost so a presidential race no yes is in limbo na vetting no election ni nyina se date omde ba ne de omunim pem ne tin wo krata fa to so na graphic sports anopa yi no so no wode ato ehase na quarrels so yes keepers no wode enua Benasare Benjamin Asare ni mfonyini abaha na number 1 goalkeeper ena sisi wonde Enua Lawrence Atizigi wono so abaha best choice position wono so compete na okanyina ne se e was Queros we say battle for Black Stars number 1 no e was goalkeeper bia of fitting the plan for the game ti Kofi ye de ye hwe nyina ne se ye beda sorry ana ye bekwa akwatra ho ne wie ye Ghana ye dam ya je 3 points ya we ne ye kwenim na pokobea for tabra bia ho ne bia be keka bibia but ye bompa ye Kofi de tachiri se bibia be konkan Kofi ese wonyi yetimi ni ese osresre ni ni
catch fiakra musa fiakra so
ba me fa the Ghanaian point and to us way accurate, firm and reliable na wasi ura Ibrahim mama ene nipa be se wo ha South Africa omo a ye de won eba ye no evacuation no nyina no emu ha Salisbury de wamo adwuma wo so no agya wabai ombe kakrakra mso nsa timi akwa no no ekrata fe to so miensa e wo the Ghanaian point there bokrata no enso later one so emergency response sponsors eba ye ne team ni nyina wabo maba so with their effort Kofi abeno dan ye wo hwa dan na adwiri sa no na cha se eno so fa nsu to ye sinkran Kofi azase ne ho no nsase ne hono dani isisi munsuo no water bed no ne gata sem ne chese yetuatua dani nyina Kofi adan isisi wo nyina hono hono nti ohwa adan chese so no nya bape asase no nane ane edwiri nti se akwai helpa no ne ade a omomma mpanifo mo mani nkɔ ho pa sisi nsu no water bed na kra na nkasa no nsu asase no nsu to Kofi esoku so no soku nti ensase no ne adan no tesi wo hwa de akwakoba no nti akwakwa rehosem krata fa to so miensa urumemfo Alexander Afanyoma Kens ono so AGJ dwumadi na se ombo na ba so na de woka nyina ne se sentwerefo ye be suppress wo mo na se bia e be giri obi keten onya press freedom no emfa ni wodwuma no omso se democracy no ya de se toto na se undermine no nti owura Alexander Afanyoma Kens akogina makasa they are decided to stay institution in painful him say press freedom ne de eni kwase atoto ye ho ase wo ho kra na ne boa ama wo man ade be chin Kofi sisi ye te ha ye hatamu ni nyina sentwerefo edwumadia de kokoba sa nso nyina democracy na ama ho kwan ni nyina mu ankoba ne sa de a na se democracy no ye ni twabutu yesi ni trase a emwa mo man no so no emfa no to apamfra efa free speech ho na no akire nso no yesi Ghana agro industrial boost yɛwɛsɛ no so yɛbɛkɔ yanim ɛwɔ ho nti mampanyi mama ne wɔ kopiem enso ɛwɔ far west Europe ne Belarus na mampanyi akwa kopiem hɔ no yɛ Eastern Bloc no nti mampanyi akwa kopiem a ne nyina yɛ ntoto ya hodo a yɛ ne Belarus so aban no ebedi nsawoso ɛfa yekua yɛ ntoto yɛ mu sebe ya eba ye agro no so no efa industrial purpose so say ebedane ye no ba hodo ne yetimi ade aye ne ma konkan ya eno so ewo hasienti Anopa yi the Ghanaian point so dia eba ye eno no
The insight ena mede to aso na we eye nananom atena konwa wo mo ewo epoye mantamu ena wo kasa dia fa adeso kotokuo factory wɔkyerɛ sɛ mfihye bebrenie ɛna mpanyufo hyɛ ho bɔ sɛ wɔbɛtumi ahwɛ na afei wɔmasi ɛde ama wɔn ɛwɔ hɔnom na aboa ama esanunwuma ɛne mpo adwuma ebuso ɛde ama ne titiri emabunu nanso bɛpem saa brɛ wɔkyerɛ sɛ factory no yɛgya ne saa kyɛ sɛ esi hɔnom akeke ɛno nti wɔn ɛsrɛ Ghana mampanyini sɛ wɔnyɛ bibi ɛmfa ho ɛma wɔnom kratafa ɛtɔ so mmienu ɛna nkyerɛmu no ɛwɔ Opanyini Kwabena Donko enso kasa kyerɛ sɛ yɛhwɛ ɔman Ghana mu a empempenso a yaba bedui enke humpo hia sɛ yɛkɔkɔ frɛ obi sɛ wɔno enema mɛkyerɛkyerɛ ɛkwan yɛbɛfa so etu efom agudi ɛfa mmrakwan so ene mpo saa nipa korɔ no ɛba bebie companies ahodoɔ ɛwɔ mayimu nemom yɛdu mpempenso ɛsɛ yankasa yɛtumi hwɛ na ne yɛpɛ ewiase afanan miaye ahodoɔ na ekura anampo ɔman a eba no mining sector wɔn companies ahodoɔ a wɔn ankasa ɛna de wɔn sika ahyɛ mu asi dia ankese sɛ ɔman Ghana yɛkora ne yɛdi mu kan esan sɛ ɔbɔ adeɛ ɛde saa ɛyɛ agudie ne nyinaa akyɛ yɛn no nti ɔpanyini Kwabena ɛna ɛkyɛ n'adwen ɛwɔ kratafa ɛtɔ so enum mefree the insight atoa so akɔ Ghana politics emu wei yɛ Ghana mampanyini His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ne mfonyini ɛdɛmu wɔ ha ɛna afei wɔne mpanyinfoɔ foforɔ a wɔn ɛyɛ anasɛ wɔn free Belarus na wɔkyerɛ sɛ mampanyini ɛne wɔn kɔ akɔtwetwe nkɔmɔ sɛnea ɛbɛyɛ a wɔbɛtumi afa kwan bi so na mpanyinfoɔ yi aboa ɔman Ghana ne titiri ɛba no yɛnua ne die ho nsɛnsɛm sɛ yɛdua sɛ yɛtwa ɛna mfasodeɛ ɛbɛtumi anya ɛde afiri mu ɛno nti mampanyini ne saa mpanyinfoɔ yi gyina ha wɔnom ɛtwa mfonyini wɔba asia ha nso so a wɔkyerɛ sɛ mampanyini anasɛ ensama ahodoɔ mpanyinfoɔ hyɛ ho bɔ sɛ wɔnom ɛwɔ South Africa ya enano atorencha metu wɔn nti aban ne hyɛ bɔ sɛ wɔde wɔn nyinaa bɛsan so aban ne wɔn afiri wɔn pɛmu wo a wopɛsɛ ɔsan so ba no na kyɛ sɛ wɔn de waba no ɛno ɛna mpanyinfoɔ ɛde nkrataa bɛtu mu kyerɛ sɛ ampa enhyehyɛ ya mpanyinfoɔ yeye ankwankɔyɛ bɔ hyɛ keke ne mom wɔn ahwɛ ɛtu so anamɔ a yɛnyina yɛhu bi na no memene da mpanyinfoɔ a wɔn efiri South Africa wɔn yɛ Ghanafoɔ a aban no etumi de wɔn aba wɔn chi afei aban no Apao Agri Connect so entoma na wɔkyerɛ sɛ we nso ɛbɛboa na etumi ama yenuane ho ensensɛm no enkonkɔyɛ sɛ asɛ yadwen yɛ sɛ ebedumre bi enuane anhwɛ na ebi amuso anasɛ ɛkɔm ahodoɔ bɛba na afei ebetumi aboa saa Agri Connect no ɛbɛboa yenuane ho nsensɛm na da ne da nyinaa enuane atena hɔ na obiya nso enye bi anasɛ wonya ne kyɛfa ɛbɛsan so aboa ensano nnwuma ɛna afei enwuma ahodoɔ na sanso ebia tumu wɔn a wɔmani egye ho sɛ wɔpɛ sɛ wɔde wɔn sika ehyɛ mu no saafoɔ no nso betumi ɛto so anamɔ atorencha mo esi wɔn kramponi mantam mu no wei ne twatoɔ wei ɛyɛ mampanyi abediechire Professor Jane na opoku Ademan wɔne ɔpanyini Muntaka Mubarak mpanyinfoɔ mienu ɛna afei mpanyinfoɔ ahodoɔ ɛka ho wɔn akɔ Aveno building hɔnom ama wɔnom a wɔn ho aka no wɔne wɔn kwakɔtwetwe nkɔmɔ na afei wɔn aboa wɔnom ɛwɔ saa kwan no so asan so akyekye wɔnom ɛwrɛ nti na nɔpɛ we nyina ɛdɛmu ɛwɔ Ghana politics ko wankrata ne mu
right if you that's catch the for back so na fi yending komo mienu two critical issues be yendi intent
I'm father Ghanaian Times and to us na say nipa ba ko ahwe ne nkwa Aveno de ya hwe mfonyina
why are they distorting the reports
ABC2 ABC1 depending angle nipa no enso efri ba ne nhwehwe mu nti krata fa to so du mienu ene ode aba na vice president ono so che reinforcement no e was itimi ye adwuma na emra no de wo ho na mom se ebetimi anhya ma emra no enforcement na nkasa no yetimi ayiri mu no e ade se hia pa ne regulations se so ebetimi atototo mra no eno so hia hu da ubo enso ehia pa antikrata fan no eto so du mienu kofun se na wotwe kura ma etena ha da se ebetwen ama foforo asi ansana yehia bibi we are by so afini akọ back to the law ne busumu a yekọ kenkan so de besiesi awie kofi krata fan to so du mienu nti adan no bi wo ho a ne yedwiri ne saa na eno akiri no Ghanaian Times the bogratam ye front page no katafan no eto so eyedu na wose aban 30 million trees se na wotwi mu call local district assemblies ahodo ne metropolis no a edua nua ti wose aban no target over 30 million se anya hwe kora no munyamfo Emmanuel Amakofibu a wono na Lands and Natural Resource Minister ni mfonyini ewo ha sei se ene no 2025 go no kora no betimi atwa atra nti 2026 de yebekɔ yanim enso ewo ho pa fa nuadua no na aban so eba se nsuyire no no susan a adwiri fansase ni efa yinkuru ahodo mu nyina no rag betaje Kenneth ono ne mfonyini ewo ha wose aban no so atu anamɔ pa se new measures eba a de eba betu adis a no so eho anamɔ nti kofi so far wo hwɛ ansɛm eba ye no ebi enso eno no anti so hwɛ NTC so NTC Council MD managing director was teamwork ownership idea here papa nti wode on so no mfonyini Dr. Isaac opoti na MD NTC ni mfonyini enso ewo Ghanaian Times bokrata no anim
right catch that say answer na ibe peja yemu no the issues are actually 3 but then maybe yes take it to just 2. Okay, let's try to talk about all 3 but just short remarks on them. First of all, the flooding issue in Accra. You see, at this point, I don't even know what again to ask you because we seem to have said so much about how Ibitimiashe na Yakra Kwana Yafaswa Yesi ya dying, ya kwine, Monka Hudwa ya kwine and chain, ye timu, see bimu. We've spoke about this time without number. But it appears to me, say, now there are reports, say, baby, you name se town flooded, your donna circle adabraka, any sometimes wage ven or area. Now it is gone beyond those areas. It looks like every part of Accra now is flooding. The videos I have seen, any encrofor commentary on mama or social media, no, it appears that even places like Adringano at some point. On to say it's almost flooded. East Legon.
They say East Legon.
East Legon. East Legon. Towards East Legon Hills and all of that. And then a whole air flooded. Now, yeah, let's juxtapose that into structures. In Penny 4, minim se a Shahai, and now say a lack of monitoring, and now say a grid. Emma yetimi erected certain structures. And then you bet me say yes, sika wo hono there, but you bet me I go through the due process. Near the tinting esino. Over here said that way, 2 months spend the DCU. And that way, almost secret man who answer about basi hono enemy ade. And Interior Minister said they have located 16 buildings in Accra. Almost said they are death traps. I need to know and check. They are going to raise all these buildings down. Ketri, where should we start this whole argument of one stopping the floods coming, and I say the flood devastating nature? No, say yeah, Brenner say, and 2 these buildings here. Yes, you see. And all of that. What should we do? I think that this will be the last time I'm asking you this question because we seem to have said a lot about this, but it appears that every now and then in our news in this rainy season we would have to have something to say about it.
Kofi, we know a generational failure, and you failed for years ago, and this is the result. I say Kofi taking insane, as you say, insane, no, a brass was saying, yeah, into a idea of her and crying no, a idea, a chassis, yeah, you diano years back because okay, you know, me the money, me picture years by the year 2000, 2001, yeah, baby, and I at a Tabora Lodge. Yes, could die in so baby yirifa. That time no moon ye got us and near my baby. I children soon, yes, I may got us a quino, a one, a back a crabino, a so a ye, a sote. But Miss Baby and Nemus Susana caught type pan, those time and near Waha and Susan him say had any hagiripan, Kufine, Koyano, a winina buildings. This is buildings, no so no. And yet buildings say a dying ketwa any idea. Structures and casa, and yet a dying phone. Minim say those days in Nessa areas and Kofi, in so to an answer, ibi in so to your crano. Now you call for fishing, now you call your control drawer, but name makers say, yes, structures are yes, raising buildings near Union Azis, Kofi. Said ye nimno, ye nim dear Kakra. Yeah, geography mu kakra echere se aboye and one kasa to me for me sand. The more when it comes under pressure, yeah, true one sometimes apart from earthquake national disasters near there no in so it's been no sir debris na if you free no near there nyina e produce naturally yempa nyimfo so aka che se nkran no edamnem, yeah, A dam na nyina below sea level. And
the land is moist.
Yes.
Yeah.
Asasena nkasa no emre. And na two, ensuo san so de dem.
Yeah.
Wejei ene no bo hye wo ha. Other rivers
ni streams
ni ayi nyina no eteki ni tributaries ni niam nyina eba bebo ayinum. Entine na adidi akwa yes, it's part of eastern region. Now, Coastal Mo in a Volta region. It's no at all. It's a voters with idea that one in I will call North Town part of that town and then soon na a whole economy idea as a result of Sanema because coffee idea in a natural state, you know. Say, Unipa would do him there at Danino, you know, everywhere. You can never take because the idea in Yamea boy, no, ever. In the coffee, Miss Roman car, me make us those years and I try where by in United Coffee and can assassino. I don't know such a way, say, Cassie Coffee, BB, I don't know why I am moist.
Yeah,
I want to die in so.
About
yes, and me cry no coffee, Miss Rose. And near my wound in Indonesia, and sa a landslide, the next mass slide, the next near man.
Yeah, yes,
possibly are not careful. You bet me experience because it's our strategy is this way. Say no to me gritty. Now as a result of ensure
yeah.
Led and turn to us week. Would they imagine saying soon at 2 days? Yeah. ABR, but I was
yes, we crying 2 days.
Yes,
at 2 hours.
And do they imagine say experiencing this rainfall for three continuous days?
Yeah.
And which means say your drainage systems now you create enemy idea in a coffee. I'm an encrano. Menu me no baby to say as in baby. Ya bawura mist in the central. One so crown. Yesiba. And into structures a war honey those saying into something that we planted.
Yeah.
And based on the nature of the land, it is a work engineers say baby I could hey you better now by June July next year, you better sound so about the cancer as corona waha. So because
what we have seen now
is what we planted, is what we are reaping.
So we can't do anything about it.
They say no, they bet me and say are the politicians are the politicians ready? The big guys are they ready? Say strategy yeah keka.
Yeah.
Go feed demolition exercise any fee and then about demolition exercise. And up to now,
my problem
site keka kani adin nanka is legal there. When was the last time I watched flood? So which means say no epia eba because caneno na ala juna enim se onse ehɔ no na eteki ofa odona na ne kase ni ti no ehɔ ne baba before abeno sa ura la jututum sa na akobopunum ene no which means ehɔ na ema bafa na ejeja ato hɔ na na nkensu no no ene ni nyina akɔ ohwɛ ba bi de say Sakumo no estate tema community 9 na ekokoba say entire half of almost the community is underwater Sakufi yekoya na say by meanwhile enipa no kwa akoto asase no se bia no onim se ensu minim se dodo na anim se ho no ensu obetimi ayiri amana ba be fefa sa dan ne kase ya memene kase ya package fi o wote dem na se ensu afa ka ai no esifi a kofi ano odene
right it's pathetic. If you're Minister of Interior or say they have identified about 16 buildings via almost it's unsafe in the course of the week they are going to raise down these buildings. Do you think say Ebraso say our politicians, our leaders ready to take up this tough decision? Say you said Dan we say Jama architects and in Penifua structurally, there are some defects in it. Do you think so? We've gotten to the stage and was said Abano should take the bull by the horn and start raising down structures. One, insist waterways. Two, yes, as who said, is this the time for government to be intentional about pulling down structures our country more now?
No, will be the IB will be the IB to platform so say so here to Kumasi anya idea na Kumasi is well planned. Kufi there be a obeka demolition any Kumasi akwa especially as town as
look at how
there's one name Adodo na abo Adodo na obo delete.
Yeah.
And I kwesi ajuma.
Yeah.
And him say what is
yes.
Do na accord credit to that man. At that time, no. One say we saw him as wrong.
Yeah.
Vilifying people. But now posterity is judging him. Say, and Yama Dubia or no took the bull by the horn.
Yeah.
And then so
yeah.
Amane in Sutra. Hardly see Kumasi within the central business district, the capital communities in
was well structured, no. Flooded. Proper planning.
Where no. No, near see by Jimbre. No, say Yanto.
Yeah.
A corner did the Musa near Ashton near Dane. Look at how the whole pen. Bananka a year bako. Wo e yesu bin ya eni nsu amefka se ni nsu mena major e ya edem nwabemo no ye outskirt ne nanenam krom no ne ade a but yes proper structures ti ko fin kra de mpanyimfo aye ato ho ene yes natural disaster no so e fight e back.
Is this the time for government to take the bull by the horn now or just say minti obia asem na baby a dan bi si a enu kwan say bia say ye hwan dia e we see ejurigo. And one thing about say ye demolishing, last time I saw this thing here, you see the demolishers, they have the luxury to go and demolish, but to collect the debris from the demolishing site and then deposit them at some place, I don't see how they was your Buddha halfway na down that sisi war, and then the same problem I say you try to fight, then we'll come back and meet the same problem without fighting it. Is this the time for government to take this strict action and start demolishing structures along our waterways? Any structures are sebi ye?
Kofi, me who say long overdue because sa conversation we anka ye have a cramp and can say ye major something. Can say by this time maybe ye ni kakra be a woho and ye be a year. But because over the years ye nim say in to. Ena insuo so a eto ade ye natural untumi nka se wo kwa prevent insuo se wo manento but insuo ne to no yen so ayete asase ne so no eden ne ye ya fa ho inti over the years insuo ato no ye share other disasters aba na nke se no eye case study esisi ye hu se okay ebi ya sei esi enti anamon sei ni yetu ba ya tena ho no mo a ne ya brobro so a yenye ni sei ubehu ya ye demolition exercise for some time ni ejai na insuo na jai to enti we assume say bibia you okay forgetting say insuo besa to biom ama esan so de half fraba enti demolition exercise ne de mimi hu ne say we kura che because in the first place as some say yeti ase ne say nipa kro no sa dan na osi no authorities na omode dan ne nipa kro no. Is it say sikana na nipa ne pe ana nipa no onim se baby kro de dan ne ma no eho ye baby adache de ensunsan so boni bi beba na we kire ye say o my Ghana mu ha ye wo no eya etoda sebe ye funku an ye hwede ye benya di at the moment ne nko a but esese ekwo beyond that ese wo dwene dache ho asase a wo ton ama obi no sa asase no emfo ha wo ma na ena ebi nso wo hon ma nipa kro na wo to asase no no so oni miken ebi okokoto no epebrem nti wo no onim se honom no kra e de o ha bi beba nti sa aban ne hu ni se wo ma identify some structures bi o hu ni se no na ye the major cause the flood and eba especially in Accra dia Kofi, I side with it. We cry a check. Here yenda dada. Mijidis because we share over the weekends. The crowd we news. How do I ba efa flooding?
Yeah.
Me share video be, and video no it was very bad. Papa be a ojina ne car so minim se
yes, yes.
Just nsuo afaka no. Nsuo ni gu so ba. Nti me bisa mo se nsuo no e ba na e ba bedu car no na e feli aba. What next? Because ojina e dan it is as wo fro. Roof
yeah. And the other videos are family, they were in the car, they were stuck, and so they had to move the kids and the women into another car. And I believe that this is the time. Now you see, Omaimu no who say yensada nsua bribi peace because like nsua de pa and from June 3 11 years ago and there was like replanning of Accra, especially those flood prone areas and an area like East Legon, Adringano. There's an area called Ashaliboche Lakeside. there's an area called Lakeside. But go and see structures and crofoses a dime and then so to me you a dime abronsa trust me to me you and people are living in those areas and it's called Lakeside because there's a big lake there. Since so talk I said to me na a bit for so and still people are buying lands. Chiefs, excuse me to say, some chiefs and some leaders are selling lands over there to people to go and build them. You can't say, on back say, and now in some day, but these are the same people. They initiate the thing. So one found to us as an old tone, Obi Mamma talk. Yeah, the train might throw beer, but
we nya hensem. Ese na nanom kra do manu tum e kan bia. Intibani e kan govi.
Mame, the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, Ebra Okupiemu, Ewo Aveno, no, Yentie Ninsamana Oka. And na say indeed, Omo de Oma nu dissemino, Omo de Baye Juma.
And it's about doing the right things. We know them. We don't need to wait. As we are standing here, we are told that somebody is trapped in there. Why should this happen? Because somebody didn't do the right thing. You see, when people step out to do the right thing, all of us should support them. Sometimes we don't. We even isolate them and we make the world believe that they are rather the ones doing the wrong things. What is worse than somebody trapped in here? Even if you are trapped in your car, how will it feel? So please, all I'm saying is that let's abide by the rules. I said only yesterday or so, the rules never make sense. Nobody likes rules, but we need rules. Otherwise, nothing will function. And we need to do proper investigation. We must all open ourselves to be held to account. It's all of us. This really maybe needn't have happened. But what could we have done? What do we do to ensure that going forward we are not seeing many like this? We all know the right things to do. Let us make them possible. That's all I want to say now. But I want to thank everybody who is here, the press.
Okay. The press, they were thanking and crying, the seminar, and then they crow. Now, the Vice President, Professor Anopa Nsempa, is talking about the right thing. Now, me and that seminar, I'm saying the right thing, you know, who should start the right thing? Because Mimi Kramisika, right? Now, me de ba sebi obi asasiane dia and largely insasino ya na sebi ehemfono dia omo no mo hweso na omo ton dia mo individual na individual so aton sanete. Enti why na say o shase with the right thing? Why na say shase with the right thing? And if
the right thing no the eseso omo a say start from ho ye mpanyufo because omo no ye leaders. Ena the odi anim no the odi akire ni sua ne nante nti se omo ton asase no obi aba ho me pasase so and so me pasase e na wo manipa ne ti ase se da bi asase me ton ma wa sei ni sei a nipa no wo na wo to ontumi ngasa by force me sika benti ton ma me da bi inti esese yetumi ye intentional eye no enfan wada oh de nya hweje e bia nsutobre na ne watu ne wabusuafo da bi kai hu ne se nipa na wotu no obi nso so te nachi ana important honom ba bi wo ho no no wafiri honom ko mo maka no eno so de o ha beba inti ye mpanyufo no so mo ye emra na omo ankasa gitum se eye no a omo mo di eche they have nothing to say but we are kwakwa say measures bi na yetwa ato honom enu nti enya hwe ne kasa ye manisika kakra obetumi ate ase and I lukewarm san ye de nam
no. All right. And the Vice President Akasa said the right things must be done. And she said that we know them, meaning they know the people who are doing these things. So what are you doing about it? Munimum crofona omubum omutiamra. So and she said it. Because obi any hold more opemra. Because a better children the opesa no won't mean yet no but emra into was say ye denya ye bomode ne di sa emra so na see. This was the first time I dregu can him say. Last time I did the was go here yam fat home. Say no so is one moon. I didn't ye jai because ye who say structural defect. Raise the building down. They are waiting. Say one day BBC because there are surrounding buildings. There are people who are having business. Nansen Kramer who say almost started clear a honorable minister by garages and so then they are waiting for something to happen. And I don't understand why we have to wait for things to happen before we take steps. This is serious. Like I said, since you are flooding any specific areas. Now air threat record. It should inform our authorities, and we should be intentional about these things. I feel that you're so normal, but if we are intentional about solving flooding issues in Ghana, we don't care who owns that building. We don't care whose building is on the waterway. We need to pull them down.
A chain of irresponsibilities. Mame Eka said we have to do the right thing. If you want. In him said a fixed asset. And not a movie. And answer and a dying a beginner. I was say is here as
yeah.
Into one. Aiding kind pa no ye shall say any kind for a assassi uranum. I becas and anum being the custodian of the land. Those areas no. A be any pano quacotono. Sometimes ye will baby or what initially be cry if ya quacotona in so and nearby be a yin so assassin. And I'm so emphaho. But as time goes on, I say echo and nimino. And I'm saying, Susan, yet tria, a beer and so no baby any tea, a free air banning in an tino. A we it me at a tefa certain areas. And I say be at the magnitude of a rainfall in so a better son near Daniano. And I dare say a drainage system no so no a bit me up who do safflowers and then cocoa film. And the coffee shall see free. And son, I yes, individual now walk out assassin.
Yeah.
As I see you quite well to myself here, who call a ready with traffic so crans and I go to foundation. Put ya from an memo. And pa was her charmia, Eddie Kugum's woo. With the Audi and your goose wabros 3 years be out in baby suit dying, and maybe be out to 2 years. Now soon him, say assassin, a yinsu assassin.
Yeah.
Enti flow who flow no enso no na woman ada
yeah
woman so na da na mum yentu
yes e form e dey e be pia ba
fam enti nkan na sabe ye nya gata na ye nkreti kwan fam se enso mfam nko because no na da ye no ho enti tua ne ne ade eche sa anya yi e be kwa kopie baabi
okay
because already no e was asase and as I know, so na down here the issue so. And sana Kofi, ya buy engineers near planners here, monum yenim before so far, almost so to it
would surprise you to know, sir. These people are here who say they are engineers, they will come and tell you because of almost some we say now there's a new technology, we can assess it this way, we can fill it to this level, and then yes. But when but you see, you can't cheat nature.
You can't cheat.
Right, Katre, and some that also CAF issue, no, Andra and the Ashanti Regional Minister, and Che and some Kwame Adomako, Beko Homas and Nedin Kumakakra, now on also the consensus Kakra Wono, what the Abetuja on the 6th of June, and the Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwifery Association chapter, a CAF, issue a release in solidarity. Of the suspended CEO, almost so tools, and let's say some of the things that they want the ministry to do, for them and all of that. People have raised questions about their action, which adversely is affecting healthcare. Our CAF now. The MOH, Ministry of Health, also issue statement almost the action taken by the nurses. Now, Andra, the regional minister, Eko PMU, Ewo CAF, Eko assess the situation. Now, we are running Central for Kasa Kakra. I want us to listen to just a bit of the conversation on Central for have now ensure the way forward. Then I'll give you just a minute to, have a say on that issue, and then we'll go on the line and speak to Samuel Kwame Adomako now on also Ninchimu Owono or the other. So this is the regional minister speaking to journalists after his visit to the facility. Yentieno.
Thank you very much. So I spoke with the following the issues that health minister, and on his direction, I spoke with the take steps to see how best we can have these issues resolved. So we came to meet with the union leaders to get their perspective and see how union leader to resolve it. Thankfully, we reached a resolution. However, they make the communication themselves. So I'm sure that in the course of time, they will do that communication. Once they do the communication, I'm sure that then we'll carry that from there. But I want to assure the public that Ashanti region is central when it comes to health living. But we carry the burden Ashanti region both the northern, the middle, and the Ashanti itself. So if we have our only tertiary and the Ashanti hospital breakdown in this manner, then most definitely it will affect us. So we're taking all the steps in making sure that these issues are de-escalated. Most importantly, because once logos on the patient that's most important, so that we'll be able to have that. So I want to thank the health minister, the union leaders for their cooperation in this whole issue, and thank the RCC for team for joining us in this resolution. So we communicate the resolution to the health minister. The union leaders will also come out, and as soon as possible we implement the issues there. One other issue that came up was the issues there.
Before the Syria, and also I can't watch 70, but largely they don't work on 70. Sandra, when the health minister Edin Komo and Komo bi akoso. The issue has been resolved, but then communication in the unknown team found to abonting or share the appropriate quarters no and the same information at the top thing. And now it's 16 minutes exactly after 9. The news portals are reporting we haven't seen any communication or any of these affected. And that's any of these stakeholders on the website. It means that yes, the nurses are still striking, the doctors are still striking. I understand, even some of the departments, hospital, briefly, I know, I can't over the weekend. We've spoken about it at length and all of that. It appears, the regional minister is reaching a consensus with. You're kind of saying the leadership of the hospital and that of the Ministry of Health. Now, trusting, say, at the end of the day, they'll be able to, contain the issues and then ensure, say, the doctors will return to work and all of that. What was your initial and final comment?
Okay.
1 minute.
Initial comment, it was unnecessary for minister to take that action. It was
unnecessary for minister to take the action.
And besides, unnecessary for doctors and nurses also to declare this strike. So, if you want to say, Assemble, say, if I was employing for Munya Daje, Namu Transe, Anya Nukumasi na Semnesi, a buyer not honorable, what do you call and cry. Fine, I mean, say based on information, will take a certain decision. But Kofi and Pentem in Mwate, and then Maudo, because you know him, so Ukoji wa. Based on information you gather any in just and COVID emergency one. In as reading to me says through June, July, and there's that malaria, a yini and sutoene, a one on a yadenia, man for a lot. Yadianes are recorded cases, communicable disease in a sunny manner. Yana a bedoso. Inti se BBC Abba, yes, at Tessem fine, be a factual. But you heard the consequences. And son be a draw conclusion. Say a buy almost so a strike you, whatever be the case. Is it with him or I tell you, Etimum for so ye heard a bianamo ye to know, and soon so at the impact on the people, on the populace. They say by Dr. Be anywhere, so or Dr. Nina Mugraya and they are the same facility now, or more bit to me. I heard one amount, no, Sabi, one Minister Yarea, we has all Bebakumase. But Omo and they refer us a whole do free teaching my boise, northern part of the country, near said do more but now, and him said Nejo, do na man for Bejuno or Menasi, or Babana BBC, I could feel quite nearby. 81.
The suspension was needless. And the doctors also going on strike in solidarity. It's also not saying, Abano, yes, nobody to me actually imagine. But saying, say, if you are saving lives, indeed, Minke by an honorable was somewhere challenge and let's find solution to it. To the challenge.
Okay. Done. Say you be na face try because ene obeba na lives. Minim say nya free na no kra bepem ne. Akra bibiri ahwere omon kwa as a result of maybe boy ebu ani egu no so an access strike. To continue to bite. Nti ye be sere mpanyimfo.
Right.
Say we dey Kofi and manimu ya adwobre.
Omo
Ye
resolve.
na ye nuanom no omo en return my. Na omo so di hia se fata se wo so omo ye eboa ma doctors so ho ha omo na hospital akwan because eba Kofi utete no o dey say omo dey amanyosem eba be wura na ye.
So we shouldn't politicize it
at all Kofi.
If you want a year, you know say the letter Ministry of Health issue here and they suspended the CEO no or say it's not necessary, it's needless, and also the doctors going on strike, and also KHS is needless. Do you side with him?
Kofi, the America nurses ni doctors, no, so we are professionals, and to the best of my knowledge, or mejumo mo ye and it's almost save lives. It's in nami hune say and can say more reconsider or more ha say or more be strike because all strike you know not just a sabi and kwa. Ena ye to atwene saa no ntinka no die kese so mo san consider ni bio.
All right, yada say wadwen sha wode abaketche yada say that one other issue no ye fa chachina na tena ye nka ho ase nti yada say baba papa afia ene ketche na eboa yen anope ko akrata no anim sem ye de ebrebo na ye nko homa no se ne Samuel Kwame Adomako cyber security expert or some say social and governance expert ye edin komo da Kwame, good morning. Hello, Kwame, good morning.
Morning, Kwa.
Na inform to say.
Fie. Ti aseda na me de mano.
Where the kafra. Why? Na you be doing come over extra hormone. Now we some enemy the issue of these striking doctors and the suspended CEO of the CAF and other matters arising. I mean, as a social governance commentator and expert, sir, Adi saying one, the directive issued by the ministry and also the action taken by the doctors at CAF. Who is saying?
Mini ameda wase mi chetie for ni wahwefo ni na seni impeni for kan say wi ase asunu mienu ko a ensensan no na bre no no kre cat issue ni nye issue la wo say ye hwe no holistically anase ye ka bomba ko ka say ye kan wasem issue CC e wo ho no wo say you breaking it down ma obi ate ase de ama ya bedun pempenso yi na minya cat you adding to na ya suspending no you are suspending it because say but go against directive and the boss at the man and I make the boss no president of the land minya position a cat you I also say a political position and she say if there is anything in political position the party for mobet minimum sector ministers are communicating easily and a two no mijitum se condition na e confirm no na nya de eye na mum se nkoto ne bo ase ye consultation o de fa ne se nko minister class minister eni o ma say ni say na ekoso o cat me hwa se ye to so ye se ye gi ayarefo a ye ho be kire so de wa fa wani be hwe na minister na mbra na ne ntinas no go through sa situation no na mo assess who say okay now although president say me shut it down emergency unit and me any patient be down there nemum ye hwe ne o ma ekoso okata ye ntimi contain nti ono adaba president amane and ono be release letter na obema okwan say release letter say muntimi nya admission sana obi a ya fa na adwuma ni penny ye den eye nya say minister tena say ye ha general public na hwe say yes cat and resource mijitum but precedents we see German kwa only the number of hospitals in Okromo ha and also some other shutting it down because say one more emergency department overburdened you maybe oh yeah you should understand the position. I am not saying say you are seeing engine to say so emergency department overburdened that inclusive standards no name am mindful for also standard no president I can say down patient be na on cancer Timijitum say senka or sen minister only said the board and you nkomo per letter ministry e release each say confirm board crying away say no be release letter no and I don't think say appropriate so be san your man because hospital will be the doctor now. So the cost now on pair, friendly patron nebra. So Nipa ne what friend about say the only kind now one fine juma. You have the right so be inviting media more my situation. So we see you. Abra, if anything is to go wrong, yes, you will be responsible there. Name on sector minister not home better than us now. Why do we continue doing these things?
Okay. Now, is it justifiable for the doctors, the other association under the GRNMA, workers, to in solidarity, at the expense of saving lives? Is it justifiable?
Meaning, there's no justification for that. If they are doing it to save lives, that call strike in the Bepimne. Omo call on our normal pyres, or Marshall Mana. So casualty be beba bana and ameboa. And then a brave beer better say doctors are strike dian for more interest. Now I'm sure the country at this time around Omako strike. Omako strike because a politically exposed person, yeah, I'm an appointment. Yeah, China so. They are not going on strike because condition now hospital on Bessie fix you. But I say it's 40 as here. The doctors are not on strike because condition and on person fixing. They are on strike because penny at the answer.
But Kwame, in the letter issue, aside say Yedi and Saka, the CEO of the hospital, you suspended administrative punishment for 2 weeks. They also stated say they have concerns, they have issues, and they raised these issues in the letter on the Ekoma Ministry of Health. And I wouldn't want to believe say it is entirely the suspension of the CEO. It may be the trigger or what triggered that action. But
if the doctors and nurses believe say strike many results and then indicate fresh strike action and as a man prompted some of the strike because of condition
right
man also now mutina say dey and saka penny and son strike and the TV o krom hasa yet krom ha na galam say issues by doctors had the opportunity to add their voice. They had the opportunity to help us speak to the previous administration. Say, what did they do? They decided to abstain from that demonstration. Money, Braba Kwabeti said Dr. B and our doctors for a strike because hospital equipment in it and our beds in the hospital. Dabe na yati say nurses call strike because you say nurses for call strike because hospital equipment being lab machines being and I say in no come maybe you whatever you hear them going on strike, they go on strike for their own benefits. I am not against saying we are seeking for condition of service, but you see, now condition I learned say I part for Ankasa releasing letter say they've been able to solve problem of the congestion.
Yeah.
Now if they were able to do it, why didn't if they had that solution and then I'm releasing letter say do they know what they put people through with such statements? Psychological effects, I mean, say me bush and be cock on fanoche. Now me nam say yes say and my name fanemba. I'm not saying say resources never and but at times they should also know how to act, when to act.
Okay. In this sense, who supported the suspension of the CAF CEO, and then also, so to speak, kicked against the issuance of notice by the doctors to suspend working at the hospital.
My brother, if I had my way, okay, if the CEO is telling me that he's not able to collaborate with the health minister, because we also had a good performing CEO. He was only taken out of office because of political decision. So if the current CEO is telling me that although he's a party member of the current administration, he's not going to be able to negotiate or coordinate with the health minister there, then what is his purpose there? I believe the suspension is even lenient. He should be sacked.
Oh, really?
Yes, he should be sacked.
What would his sacking, wouldn't that aggravate the issue that already we are bedeviled with, which is why the minister of the region and the sector minister, Akodin Kumar, now they've come to a consensus. There's a resolve, trusting, say, in the course of the day, Ombe releases statement, on the way forward.
My brother, so some release statements no mine no mo chiro mo mu no na then na to omo
so you see they have opened it for
so doctors always do this to us they'll tell you they are fighting for us. My brother, fighting for Obia, you put the person's interest first. You don't wait to who interest. Yet your interest so now pray. Me the council you are fighting for me. Okay. Right now, doctors no other departments, doctors no Marco strike, you know. What is their justification? Almost two departments are congested and
okay.
What is their justification?
Kwame, me won say see no I minim say akoma na cultural sense so emotions na peja but
yeah unim Ghana how there's a notion here cultural we need to stop. Yes, ye na e boa ma oman no kan ko n'animu. If me no me no ka se e be doctors a adwuma me no me no ye wan e ba be ye.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, command yes a profession be there. I say and fire san come yen kan no crunch ma. I know din.
Okay. Kwame, what is the way forward now in this particular issue? Right now, dear ye betimi aye. Say no minister ene omakohia and nchiremu no ase omo de year 2 year. Aka say ye bepa mu de ato abontem omanfo te say we na yakwa koduru. Dear ye betimi aye na ya resolve this.
Politicians ya so dwiebu bi. Omo dwiebu. Ye wo Oba Ashanti region ye was a hospital. This current administration first term and
Omaka said now they are retooling, they are putting in measures.
Omoba power, how many months, how many years? Should we wait to say yeah the trouble some of my man you then they near Domasi and answer them. Aferi is the day. If Moshena private yes you can't find your Jumana. Invite private investors. Mamon says the beard remove from Sika machine. You hear them on percentage way in the hospital. No hospital no and running. Because you see, if this hospital starts running anything in Kwanebajana to who. And MPP ni bayanga say who MPP ni tianjo. I Ghana na survey. Confirmation kwa S7 not only Ashanti region, but other 10 regions.
Right. Nana, my fancy, when you say when I'm Kwanswa, Uber Kumasi, fancy, na Ubedua, we are trusting, say, net communication, Baba thing, Nan, so ya share the way forward. Internal pay at your for the was a pa, Namo Yabutre Kakra, Yabutre. Someone come here, Demacon, social and governance commentator. Or sounds a cybersecurity expert, Nanope Yatin or a patriot. Bibi a coso may Munase and Kuya, Nan who ate it. Me did the prior Semenia Kojo. Some of Yasanto Rural Bank, I mean, who the Bible swim you last time who not what opportunity come on. A few days I was saying, come on. Well, good morning.
Good morning.
Now, important to say,
Nyamiadum.
It's Yache.
Aye, Ufanchame.
Oh,
yare born nipa to kakra.
Now who do. But you said there.
Oh, nyamiadum.
You said there, yeah.
Boy who buy no or the SCA.
My technical producer said, Shami, was I say why too relaxed? Oh, that down who do. You be this serious right, but answer now, Bekono.
Sure.
Not yet share. Shares, you do shares on command. Okay. And now, Mudibe Ure say, mobile special AGM, emergency.
Sure.
AGM. Extraordinary.
Yeah.
EGM.
Sure.
Extraordinary general meeting.
Sure.
Akoso.
Meeting, unfortunately, on that day, you have some challenges, kakra.
Okay.
Inti, to meeting no share that.
Okay.
Meeting Friday, Friday ya na ebaso.
Friday a day in 12th June.
12th June ene ebaso.
Okay.
Nti na I was here any man ne kwan so.
Okay.
So say ye wadi ni na ho kwan. Na so was here no ne kwan so.
Okay.
Pepe se ne be china bi obi nko gina be bi nka se man ya mama mane mante ana so obi nko ka se ena mpanyufo afa adwuma na bo mo bo na bi. Adwuma ne shareholders dia. Nti was say ye nya shareholders no.
Omo input
no ba na nia ye de beto ho no omo gitum se ye nye ne sa na yɛayɛ ne saa na adwuma no ɛtumpɔn ɛno nti ɛne ma ɛbaa ne saa nti wɛdeɛ ahwɛfoɔ ne atiefoɔ fa nkyɛ yɛn sɛ ɔne 12 yi ɛyɛ Friday ɛba so
ɛberɛ mo yɛ wɔ same venue anaasɛ
mepatwɔ yɛyɛ no wɔ the same venue ɛdwo so Ebenezer Methodist asɔredan no mu ne yɛyɛ no yɛhyɛ aseɛ 9
anɔpa 9
yɛakyɛ dɔn mfiri mmienu ne yɛwie nkyɛ kora because yɛbɛgye adwumawurafoɔ adwenkyerɛ ɛne ɔmo approval ɛwɔ dwumadi yɛpɛ sɛ yɛdi na obi bisa sɛ na dwumadi bɛn na mobɛdi a mo ka ho asɛm sɛ yi deɛ ɛkyɛn sɛ mmerɛkyɛ mu afei mu bɛhyɛ aseɛ no Bank of Ghana Dubai sɛ rural banks ne microfinance ne savings and loans ne ade yɛn recapitalize that is sika ɛyɛ adwumawurafoɔ de hyɛ adwuma no mu no yɛmpagya mu saa pɛpɛpɛ no mpɛ sɛ yɛyɛ yɛmpagya sɛ wotɔn nneɛma wɔ dwom na wo sika a wode hyɛ mu no mmerɛ bi wopɛ sɛ sika no sɛ wode 2000 wopɛ sɛ wopagya mu kɔ 5000 na wode hyɛ mu na anya nneɛma bebree fa saa pɛpɛpɛ na ɔmo sɛ yɛnyɛ nti yɛasantoa so ɛna yɛnsesa yɛ din ne nso ɛmfiri rural bank ɛnkɔ community bank na sɛ community no ɛoni bank no
nti na sɛ ɛnsonsoyɛ da rural bank ɛne community bank mu
ɛnsonsoyɛ ɛnhyɛ da nda mu saa wo sɛ rural no deɛ was like the entire neighborhood and I say even the adjoining towns rural is but this one is going to be community based. We want the community to get involved. It is all to say yes and to rural bank need free here if we are just so then a just so and this environment should own it up. Say bank in your model. Shares are muntobi. You made your money at Jumanindi. Webia was as a bank, we are the community based in us also Bama community in Sutumpong. Pa ye.
And yet bank no numedie and a sappy.
Debbie.
The community a bank no woman so nyason faso.
Pepe.
That's a near your mono. Because that's a move free rural narco community. Near your mono. The community is going to benefit.
You are going to benefit. The community should own it up. In Tibiana, as a cafobi or baby or free crony. Omo for musica nkɔhye business bi omo for musica nye ba won say ukrom de oyɛ den yɛ ukrom nti say community na only bank now do so futo ebetum bia won say wa ukrom na ayɛ den u pagya no nti sa pepepe na si ana adwuma bank na eba bɛyɛ nti ye hye mu kina bank ni nya ahoɔden no na community ni so nya ahoɔden mebu o community ni mu obi owani so ade hunu nti so community bank no etumi boa no na nipa no dwumadi opeso odi na boa na brabo na boa community no na yetumi aboa no saa kwan ne so
mu peda mu de I hope say mo initial deposits any shares that form obi atimi tobi any mu low amode money ade I hope say affect no a ebema omanfo ho akere wom sanse enim say yasanto rural bank there the oton poki ni kubeto fekra timi nya mu mfaso say ye free rural bank our community bank no I hope say the review am making no it will be to the interest of customers any existing in fact potential customers any existing customers na ensan so mo monsan ko ye tight say na ye community ntia ko dilo e be bresa tire mu kakra ho
okay bravo the attorney say ye pagya mu no nipa community ninti ni pagam nipa ninti ni pagam ya customers ninti ye pagam nti ye pagam ni na unse meka se okofa niema usika 2000 ade share adwuma na now yaka u pagya capital mu a immediately I know they call 5000 u betu afa niema bebre to betu have more customers nti affect ye loans deposit debi na emom ye gina brane na oba sika wo hia na yetumi aboa na aboa wo yie sa pepepe na etie na wo ye adwumawura ni so a usutumu se ampa sika wo de share adwuma no unhu so mfaso nti we na AGM na EGM EGM na ye koye no extraordinary general meeting na ye koye ne ye say ye woni ma miensa ye de bear recapitalization say adwumawurafoɔ no beto more shares anu ye baako de to so mienu si e be biem ye biem dada kra say wo a wo ba bia wo betumi ayeden ato shares
rural community bia
na de to so miensa ne retain earnings ye wo mfaso bia ye de agu ho
Okay.
As amfaso no afene so ye yanche as dividend afa ama adwumarafo
okay
nti ye beji tumi wa adwumarafo se asika no ye pese ye tumi yibi near the year recapitalization
okay
na adwuma no ye tumi ye adwuma den
okay
ana ye tumi ye adwuma bebre ti sane ma miensa we ne ye de beto shareholders anim na omama ye dia ye nyusu ne dia ye nye sempo Kofi wo 2 million bi da ho na de ba no ye ka kire adwumarafo se Kofi ewo $2 million so de ba no be to shares nti akonya da wo say betumi age omugi tuma because omu na adwuma ne omu dia ka hu so omu na ma adwuma na aduru pempenso aduru ka ade afde ne ye sha ase de anke nkofuru bia ba bebi adwuma na aduru no omu na ma na aduru bebi aduru no ti o say ye nya omadwen kire ne omu approval ansa na ya ye tu anamu bia ebeboa adwuma na aboa community no nti ebia sisi abon se ebia still ye shewura bank atade ye share Asanto Rural Bank e mani mbo hu emensuro ni na se me kan se ye su ye bibia ne kwan so nti ye process as ye fam ne ye wie yes dini na ye wie ye try approval from registrar general omunya de buy na ye be issue the new certificate in our banking hall ye be se ye beto mra bia ye timrase ti o si di mra so nti omu de pape ye dini na be tare kama na mo hu se ya Asanto Rural Bank
okay in sesian so ye free Rural Bank ekopiem community bank no a madwadifo a mo no mu di dwa no aside se o be hunu ebi obebaro omo inscription no as Rural Bank omo as community bank penifo yen hye bi de egu akwam ni say you use this platform a lot but is there any other means modwadifo no be hunu say ade free Rural Bank na Rural Bank no aye de community bank no say na entrechiremu ene emu niema etie kwan be na mbefa so a we propagate this message for it to sync well with your customers na o mantimi amadwanyo montanta
okay bravo me dase pa say na o si kan no you use platform yi pa yi into one point or one area of getting the customers to understand change a true Pent radio
okay
the first one a true Pent because mukwa chiri papa no kreni mukwa chiri papa nti the customer should take it from us
okay
o customer bi no no ntie Pent ko ka chen so ntie Pent radio because obetinsem de afa ya Asanto Rural Bank the new change the new ya Asanto obehu how ye be serve yi se mre bi na se wo beju 2000 years fa we bra Dani community bank ne den asesa
yes
den abeka ho tie Pent radio afisi e be flyers
okay
abeko rounds marketing team will be going around the best sign who so ni antade ni bibia ni atro community ni aba mona ase ni abechechire mu na wate ase nti sa na ma we ni e be fam ama customers na te ase but they make atro say mo nsuro ye change akọ community bank ni say eno nchese ye be yire yensem dabi
eno na mibusa no
avide kra ni ye be gu yensem yie because see ano omo we take ownership na we take ownership na wa oba wa de ho ana wa oba ufie so na ye de krokro kakraka tumu se mfa so bi enso ti bibia sia obi e benya ni key odi bi ra ya Asanto oba ye na obenya o personal banker obehwe kama obenya o momonim te ai behwe kama nti mo nsuru yesesa sani ya serve mo better
sir na ya serve mo better we ya catch up line ya de kwa bonten
sure
but mamanfo ebi obi ho na de dikan kra what say ya Asanto akasa wo radio so a Rural Bank nyame adom na say approval na ba e be ya community bank e de ba ben sa ana mo be your bank ho why the beja sa bank no so mfaso adwadifo nko a ana se asojafo nko a aprosifo abadwuma efo nko a why the benya mfaso na nima bensa what are some of the services enei mode ewuramu amanatimi akodi I know you do savings accounts current accounts motor shares mama loans ni ade bobo so maye ne
okay Govi there are some products because of this new change in Nkedi Baby room na wakan me ya to kakra ema customers any potential customers na indi kan no obi obetumi nya ya Asanto ho faso one obi a Ghana Ghana card na 18 years and above eno ye wo de direct obetumi nya ya Asanto so emfaso ebia na oye mami penny papa penny wo akwara wo less than 18 ono so betumi anya mfaso because betumi atua betumi abie minor account e de amano no so anya so mfaso na obia say edwadini say sojani say adwuma bia wo ye bia ye adwuma Ghana mraje atum say yenye no obetumi anya asanto aso mfaso na nema mienu ana me pese ye pese ye de kakra na wama sisi e wo se meka because also omuti wa
kakra me medredre mu akohu abeka
obi wo se emre bi ne keka loans ni e ka se ye loans no ye the vehicle loan aba
yeah
mpanyifo tena ase dwene ho an sisi ano ye free loan bi putupuru emergency within 48 hours patupa
school patu mana that's a putupuru
seriously
BBC na
uhia onyema be kapot uhia so uyi niema no within 48 hours for bill of lading in the bra ya Santora Bank requirements are all near the 2 and would you available within 48 hours as on second scan and I could yes scan man near clean near man sa sikan so esa bosome ba ko mienu no atuawie enyi sika de be be mal pressure ni bibia da within a month or two no ye free nti say no person sabeje another one no sabeje nti wo a wo kra niema free port o kra niema free abuchire ba be do port a ehu yie no issues ni ade no Brian Santora Bank sa product we aba be da ho putupru loan within 48 hours on sabekan pepepe after so station associations say fast taxi station say trotro station say 207
omodo mo hia bi pa
seriously
ne atum hwem omunya loans a santum no mo beja
sa pepepe nti ya piloting we just na yetumi out of 3 this Sianta cars
ni bi
ama station bi a omani agye ho in fact and almost we no kre in fact ye nya fa mom no mo my 400 a day but ye nya the car ni ma om no to my 2000 a day
wow
and omadi no every day scan every day eba ama omo guarantee ma drivers ni bi kra ma ya to mienu asa aka omo nti we ni na wo ho a ye pese ye hyem kena nti after on the 12 no and if we near Cracker because ya sha se ano no was on the 12 in the abanye and I shareholders no so muti ase nti bra maybe out and can be bra a emergency loan within 48 hours you be paying everything down for you now ya boama business na then akoso
Arenti and what's a minute ya Santora Bank didra na fa numbers ne mo bibia mo no fatu ya nimu na sorry
okay Kofi enemre mu ene Ghana and in the Ashanti region open bank and in bedidwa wasumbejo we na ye show and ye serve from the doors of your homes open banka be mu ani daso open banka unya unsuro udu sika koto unsuro wadwenya wontantane ade a eno ane ya Santora Bank banka ye dwene wo daache ho enye ndenko ye no mbe ye adwuma se ye pemfa so onko afiri ho ne mum ye no ye adwuma se ye be grow adwuma no ye be mu adwuma na nyini nti se enne wo je 1 cedi loan a ye be esi ani so se daache bi se otumi je 500,000 loan nti ye no be ko ni ye grow business enye ye mfa so onko ne ye hwe banka ye biem ye interest ye negotiable ye no di hu nkomo ye hwe wadwuma ye interest ye tailor made Kofi ye hwe wadwuma no ye no di hu nkomo me ye hu mfa so a onya wo so ne hu se da bi we product we emwa me ye ma we na ne betu am wadwuma no atumpon na betu am wonya mfa so bebre agu botom because wo koso a ana ya Santora Bank ebekoso o pe bank bisa eno ane ya Santora Bank bra ya Santora Bank ne yembe adwuma na unu ho da Kofi ye wo atonsu branch ba ya branch ye monyamfo wo ho Nana Boache Nana Boache ono ye friend Richard Boache ono ne manager oda omano omo ye adwuma gidi ewo atonsu branch onom omo allied filling station nachi pe ura station obisa akora so pe Asanto Ura Banka obecho ye wo edwoso ye ne market no eni di nhwe animu building na yewom ne friend Okese Plaza ana baby Okese FM ewo no oba ya Asanto Ura Bank ye wo ho abaya so no ono so enada bank na no patience owusu onada bank na no nanimu te kama oba ono be kasa kama obehwe o kama se dia ohia bia de to nanima na eye ade a ohia ebetumi aye ho bibia ma obeye ama dodo afi so ko bonwire kente krom hoso ye wo branch wo honum ya bawa ono so ehwe ho ye funu Philomena owusu ono so ye adwuma yie nanimu te kama obi a ode se odo unini din komo abo zampa we bank ni enie obema wasum adwo udwumadie ni na mu afi no aba bantama so ye edit kankam onne da no wo honum ukohuna manager nanimu te oba odwene nipa ho yie no na uhwe ye branches na ma no so ne di mutintimman yie na ye say ma so
mo abadaye
kama
to your customer
na ba obeti na ni mama kama afi so no wakọ KJT so ya mi aminu aba Mavis Grantma ono so ene da no okwa obehwe kama onim kasa yie papa nti uduru hono ma anhwa ofie problems kwa ure be fi because ono be kasa kama na afi ukọ denyame santash runabout Samonati Sofonati ono so na branch manager ewo ho ye residential branch na omubo adwuma yi okwa obehwe uhia counseling so ane ne kasa obehwe kama nti uze ya Asanto a obi abi wo ye adwene adwuma ne ye adwene wo so ne be ya adwuma ebe konkan ti so pese oni edi nkoma obefre 0541 943 586 0541 943 586 Mia na mefa na menu obedi nkoma kama machiamo ekofi we dey Mr. Maminchia Mia menana elder retired elder Joseph Kingsley Kwaku Sam kaze nyaminsha no pa ye nyaminsha bibia so tie Pent radio na me ka cho se unya ne ya Asanto be ye adwuma utie Pent radio de se oni ya Asanto Ura Bank be ye adwuma because Pent radio ni ya Asanto Ura Bank ni nyaminsha mo
Wayo yara se ene won se masada ma obre ene ma obre kra bro ebre se nka me de ma so san se mi hu wa che so de ase ene ndras me no ka bibi se wo ya den wo de me ka enti ne ene hu mu atiro ha no atua me ka ja bi shop papa na me fin shira ye papa ye kantanka oduma pa odi e wo hodem. All right, 52 minutes exactly after 9 ye twaso na akoya nimu na ye kwen mi gidi pa ye se bibia be 5 e de ama ye nyina aha me kan no obetua ne simple mutua tenisi na aya kama toni gate humi we mitimi ninya no mitimi ninya toni gate obi a wutwa de yi wani firi ho toni gate twa de yi otwa ne simple eduma ye kira obi a wonye obi betua ka no ye firi mi so o ma ade ya capture me toni gate o ma na capture me ba all the same no ye nyame ase na Alexo Enterprise I mean kantro ene Anopa yi uyobi a udi enwom to ho dwuma uyobi a udi enwom to ho dwuma say ya sorry say ya band say ya pop baby a enwom kosu bia baby enwom kosu bia baby enwom kosu bia na yede enwom ho niema di dwuma bia no
I'm
me call Alexo Enterprise asamachro me say we anyum woto nyum na wodi nyum hu dwuma wodi mfidi a yede anyum na wodi di dwuma Alexo Enterprise Kumasi ne brono hu de atwa Kumasi wehia wo pe enyum hu niema enyum hu akade pa de Alexo Enterprise obi agye atum empo wona wabuebu enyum nkumankuma woton enyum hu niema no mu nyina agye tum sa Alexo Enterprise e de oye number 1 oye panyini oye supremo make drum accessories all types of power mixers a free 4 to 16 channels sound sets live band set drums mic lightning system a stage need lightning address digital and manual mixes microphones, any bass guitar, combos, any amplifier. Bibia, enyum hu akadie bia. Alexo Enterprise will be. Make us say to America upebi. What ya unja bebia obetonwo. To America na kopiemu ewo bantama opposite MTN office honomo eho and Alexo Enterprise ubuto de cham so wo Guy Filling Station honomo omo ne di enhwanimu for number is 0557935348 0557935348 na Ubaton fidie na pese na ye free Alexo idea ye mo hwini enko anti-love way anti-love of love curtains zebra better curtains papa na no me catch say curtains a wo de sawo dan mu a ema edan mu ye fe won hu ya o ma wo ka so mu mpie kodi agro mu mpie nko sanse curtains na fentino I mean it's beautifying the room and they are feeling okay love curtains zebra na better curtains papa curtains have fed the other say with them the other say office your curtain blinds and so your bed sheets your center mat, toilet mat, sofa covers, and your duvet. Love curtains. They say obi the love curtains CBS and send office men now when your contract kesi. Nya some keto akra. Ti wo so kwai na kwaje wo de na contract wo so nya bi. Front love was 0243774753. 0243774753. Yawo Edum Railway, store number 27, Family Plaza, and you know me dear share. Good morning to Edme for more love curtains in multi-home ventures and so catch out set tables say you SCC office edema your office one your fair and kunya swivel chair and baby a hobo better workstation, office table, bookshelf, center table, office furniture, sofa set, nina be our multi-home ventures. It will be office for front that down put up as our Daniel Nian Patrico multi-home ventures. Quite sign me be now I saw them honsoon kunya egu hono mono you be brave or hodom come pine some get office in Kunyanso, you will be a home. Sounds not offering bowls. Your papa pan, the affair, more than once, ya baby. And yet they winning near the joke offering will cross and Nubia. Where papa pa, come on, offering bowls. Church, auditorium, Munkunya, platform, Sunkunya, pulpits, any podiums are hood, the air glass were hot, the air wood in so hot. Hope I say young customizer, I sorry the Munkunya tables near that didn't from our so multi-home ventures, but this money the amount. They were doomed. I said the house, Papa. Sounds not so full line. So, Ukopia more future life company was so full alignment here. In Chemu Honoman, Abu multi home venture. Brian 0244-816-644. 0244-816-644. And I said 0244-269-744. 0244-269-744. Na encha mi pejami muno Kofkans company say branabeje enyima hoden ho eniema enkania ho niema papa ye fed ye chance de hoden de ne border form socket switches cables bulb main switches need changeovers solar tabletop fan and ye keka ho nyina Kofkans company limited akofa bi de bedwa so nei no manfo tu agu so wo top ko ye main office wo IPT ye ne youth to the support de animhwa obo hu ye wo ho no mo Kataban road were dum spare parts road were pampaso ebua kwa ne nkawe obua se bidiem dun kwakwa no so Kofkans company ye hyen wo hono mo anya sebeketwa and electricians contractor for wo won si dan wona wo ye ware ne ade wo nyina ni age ezan se Kofkans company limited enema power de aba no ema wo nya problems kra e wo won dwumadi a wo die mu for number ina from CC na kwaje wo die 0549 508 591 0549 508 591 and 0246 507 232. 0246 507 232. I'm here to say something can't trust. Say, we see na ya. Oba okwa ficha na aye bibia wo ho. Onya koko nso adokro anya asem ketro malaria na aya wo. Honam nyina aya wo ya ye wonura hodo for all these ailments. Na koko dro tatahwe pa ni sisi ade dro meme dro tatahwe pa ye dusa mixture. Dusa herbal mixture ne dusa herbal capsules. Kabom na nom. Na ohaw ne amane abeso ya wo so titru koko ni sisi aya wo ya. Arthritis anidane ho ohaw ne ade nyina. Dusa herbal mixture ne dusa herbal capsules and ebeboa. Dusa natural spice drink there the precursor ginger cloves nigro pepper garlic honey and any insure the afra and the this natural booster boas yes ni pedua no Edusa mala have malaria dro tata na GBA I Edusa herbal clinic I was some magazine macro go filling station down mu hono mo and cran so ya wala pass ya ben las palmas sunya ne bohu yan wo new town ya ne susu go na die ne hwe nemom ukowura mu wo pharmacies and herbal shops ahodo atwa ho ahia wo man mu a bonya Edusa Arabia to PFA pharmacy Freddie Men's also Costa Colidac Misty Danny Herbal any all leading pharmacies and herbal shops here in Ghana bonya Edusa Arabia to and cran Kaishi drug lane so buji said tam e wo ho fresh 0500 110115 0500 110115 and 0557 009824 0557 009825 Edusa no agye me say madanse nie Anopa mi pejame mu na ohenere spices Abba will just so a month for the red run medrani ya dasron kwankasa mawansan ka bi ohenere spices ye angazanga chickens better than chicken. Flavors na yang chicken. Flavors na yang your chicken flavor, your beef, goat, shrimp, and stew flavor. The sounds jollof rice and a fried rice flavor. Hey, what any spices there? Hey,